my money back for that mimosa.
Money,
Then that's
man.
what you need to do. $6.99.
Mimosa's great.
All right, y'all. We got a good episode today. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things. But as you can see, the title of the show, the 2028 Olympics are sooner than we think they are. And it looks like Kevin Durant will be back for his sixth go round. Right?
Fifth or sixth?
Fifth. 12, 16, 21, 24, 28, fifth.
Okay, I know that would be the most in the history of men's Olympics. So shout out to KD. It's looking like he said he plans to play in 2028. And also, there's another guy that happens to be the oldest player in the league. In a second, he's going to be the oldest player to ever play in the NBA.
Yep.
And they are saying, Team USA, that if LeBron wants to play, they will hold a roster spot for him.
Absolutely. 100. We used to do that for Anthony Davis and them back in the day when they were sitting on the pine, not doing nothing. It'd be the same thing. It's just now, instead of being the youngest player, the first overall pick, it's going to be the old geezer that's sitting on the bench. And this is going to be the spot reserved for PC in 10 years. We're going to have Ron Ox just as like that background person that doesn't actually get on screen anymore, but like he's just going to be there existing. Yeah, he's going to be the LeBron of the 28 Olympics. Absolutely. Bring him on the team.
You need people to keep the lights on, man.
Yeah. You need legends around you.
Yeah, we need jesters. We need jesters all over the. Go ahead, Ox. My bad.
Wow. I mean, look, Diana Taurasi is such a trendsetter. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DT. She's such a trendsetter. This is my thing. So if these dudes are good enough to play, that's all that matters to me. Like I don't care about how old they are. 26, so that's 2 more years. I could see KD still being viable. And I just can't wait to see where Bron is at that point. Yeah, if he could still hoop, but I don't have a problem with it if they can still get busy. But we do got a lot of young guys coming up, like, obviously Cade, Cooper Flag.
Yep.
We don't know where Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle will be at that point.
Scotty Barnes.
Let
me be the first to get that out there.
Well, Scotty not playing for us though. Scotty, I thought he was gonna play for somebody wherever he from. Jalen Duran. We got there's a lot. Chet. There's a lot of young guys. So I would like to see where everybody is in 2 years. That's my only thing. It sounds crazy to think that these guys will be able to play in 2028, but we'll see. But once again, like if the young guys are better than them at that point in their career, I don't want to hear about what Swiper was just talking about, like just sitting them around. Like, it's crazy. Get out the way. If they're good enough to play, absolutely let them play. But if the young guys have taken over, it's time to move. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You got to get out the way.
I think it's crazy, Ox, that we're still talking about these guys being able to potentially produce so late in their careers. Every time I see reports like this about guys that age that have the desire to keep playing in these high leverage games, it's just a newfound appreciation for longevity. Before the show, we're talking about guys like Brady. There's Djokovic, there's the Lewis Hamiltons of the world, there's the Ronaldos and Messis. In our sport, there's Steph, KD, and Bron, and I think they've redefined, I think, what longevity looks like in the league. We spent 3 hours talking about Steph yesterday, and this is a guy that's going to be 38 years old. It's just crazy, man. I think we really are at the point where the very, very special ones in these sports, they're going to tell the game when they're ready, rather than the game telling them. So. I don't know, man. I think in LeBron's case, this Philly move could energize him. He could get a new lease of life here. He could look really good, and I think the Philly role he's going to play, by all reports and how Nick Nurse is talking about it, it's going to be similar to like the Olympic role he played, where he's going to just be ball handling, facilitating, doing a little bit of everything. And like you said, Ron Durant's just Mr. Olympic, so I think he'll almost certainly be part of that squad. But man, if both guys are healthy and they want to be there, I think it's a great opportunity for them to continue to rewrite history for Team USA. So very cool report that came out, man.
Yeah.
Chat, panel, you guys are going to hate me because we need to just get on with it. KD, maybe. I'm 50-50 on KD. Maybe. Bron, buddy, join as an advisor, join as an assistant coach. But
Bron's better than KD.
it's not about. Yeah,
You guys
potentially,
gonna win the
potentially.
Olympics regardless of if LeBron and KD are there or not.
And that's where I'm at with it, Mars.
Yeah, Swiper,
Well,
you don't got to say that.
no, but
Swiper, don't do
Team
that.
USA want them, then they.
Yeah, we'll be in a different place in 28 though. We're not 28 will be better than we were in 24. Like
Swiper, we don't. When you say we, are you talking? Who are you talking about? Because we don't got time for your anti-American.
One of us fights for.
We don't got time for your anti-American
One of us
agenda right
fights
now.
for our country over here, and the other one just lets it happen. So no, obviously I'm talking about me. I'm saying in this instance, I think in 2028. There's going to be Cade Cunningham, your Cooper Flags, your Dylan Harper, your Stephon Castles, and then even the bigs, Ox. Like, not even just talking about Bam and all them, but I'm talking about like some of the dudes that are coming up.
I just said that.
I know, but I'm reiterating what you're saying.
But Swiper, so Swiper, I'm curious to know, Swiper, where do you stand on this? Because a moment ago you were saying like, let him do what the young guys did and just.
No, I think Bron should be on the team if he wants to be on the team. I don't have an issue with that. He's a 15.
But what? Okay, so I can hear what you're saying. So what if there's guys that are better than him? These young dudes that, why would you just be like, oh, Bron, if you want to play, bro, and you're saying it's 2 years earlier. If you want to play, we got a roster spot for you. What if there's 15
the 15th man
youngsters?
doesn't play anyway. Like, that's like the Tatum Halley role.
Well, Eric Spoelstra's coaching this team now, so we don't know that.
There almost certainly will be players better than him at that stage.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's just going to be the honorary guy at the end of the bench, but there's certainly going to be players that are better than him, Ox, at that stage.
Right. Wait, Damian, was I tripping? Because I thought Bron was better than Kevin Durant. I didn't know that Kevin Durant was better than Bron. I'm sorry.
On this team, KD may be better just due to the role he would in 2 years. The role I would assume he'd be playing, which is not necessarily catch and shoot, but what he can do out of a catch and shoot situation. So whether that's spotting up, whether that's one dribble pull up in, whether that's, I'm still 7 foot so I can, guard three different positions. I think Kevin Durant just fits more seamlessly with, better players. Bron, like as we know, Bron needs the ball in his hand and stuff like that. KD can play with the ball in his hand, or he can play without the ball. He can get in the post, just different things like that. So I think KD would fit with more, or with Team USA better than Bron would.
Okay, for sure.
You mean
Mars,
like
could
right
you help
now,
me out
though?
here because I keep seeing the chat and I just want an objective opinion, somebody that knows what's going on around here. It doesn't really matter so much in this conversation, but I just want to make sure before I leave, this show and when I go to bed tonight, I want to make sure I'm on the right side of things. Is Bron not better than Kevin Durant? Because I'm confused. I just want to make sure because I learned so much on this panel. I had no idea that Kevin Durant was the better player. So could somebody, Mars, could you please help me out with this with your objectivity?
Me?
You.
Yeah, you.
He called your name. Now, unless there's another Mars up here.
Please help me.
What do you
Is there a
think,
Mars
Ox,
impersonator?
after the postseason? What do you think after the postseason? What you saw from Bron?
In comparison to Kevin Durant?
Talking to me, Damian? Or you talking to Mars, right?
No, Ox. What do you think of LeBron in the postseason?
Well, yeah. I thought Bron played incredible. He played how I expected him to play. I think Bron still got a lot left in the tank. And that's not even aimed at Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant was dealing with, I think his ankle or whatever he was dealing with. So I'm not even saying that. Me saying this has nothing to do with that first round series. I just thought that Bron was just better. Mm-hmm. I mean, can some of y'all? Because I'm not getting anything from anybody up here. What's going on?
I mean,
I'm see me rolling my eyes.
Yeah, I get called a Bron hater enough.
No, I don't know. I like verbal confirmation pin. I don't really do the.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
I don't think
Bron-
Bron's been better than Kevin Durant since Solomon Hill injured him. So that's about 5 years.
My thing at the moment is I think Kevin Durant brings more value during the regular season. I'm not sure if I'd still have him over Bron in a postseason those series. I think I'd still have Bron.
Olympics, though. We're talking about Olympics, and we're not just talking Olympics. We're talking Olympics too.
No. I'm talking about who's a better basketball player.
Okay, better basketball player right now, Kevin Durant. Better basketball player a year from now, Kevin Durant. Better basketball player two years from now, definitively Kevin Durant. In a FIBA setting, 1,000% Kevin Durant. This is not going to be close. LeBron going to be 43 years old.
I mean, 2 years ago, we would have said in 2 years, Bron's going to be 41, and the guy's still good. So I don't think age really applies to him the way it does to us
Good.
mere
Of course
mortals.
he's good.
Yeah, he is still good. Yeah.
Is he going to be good enough to roster one of the top 5 forward spots on a Team USA roster?
Well,
Consider
Team
the
USA
players-
will win the
consider-
gold regardless if LeBron is there or not.
That may be true.
For our home Olympics, if they want the faces of basketball to represent Team USA, yeah, go bring Bron, go bring Kevin Durant, go bring Steph if he wants.
He's never going to play the Tyrese Halliburton or Tatum role. That's never going to happen.
Okay.
You're just not going to have him sitting at the end of the bench.
He can play
Waste of his
18
time.
minutes a game and you will still win gold. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
Team
like,
USA.
is he
It's actually
wanting-
in
Does
jeopardy.
he want to play that role at this stage?
I don't know. I don't know LeBron James. I don't know
it
him.
might, it might be easier though to maybe like step out the roster. So like the guards, there's going to be what? Cade, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards.
We don't know about Tyrese.
Well,
Y'all know I'm a
Tyrese.
big. Y'all know I'm a big Tyrese guy. Let's talk about the definitive names. He's coming off of Achilles. We haven't seen him.
Right. So we got Cade, we got Anthony
Jason
Edwards.
Tatum, Anthony Edwards.
Is Devin Booker?
I think
there?
Devin Booker's got enough Team USA reputation
Okay.
to where he'll
Is
be there.
Jalen Brunson there?
I don't know about
I doubt
JB
It
either.
depends if he wants to play or not, but he could.
I-
do
Wait,
that by then.
is Spo still coaching Team USA or is it someone else?
Yes,
So Spo's taking over for
Okay.
Kerr. Yeah,
I mean, that's
okay.
what I mean. Yeah, okay. Curtis Spo's not taking over. Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
Is
maybe
Donovan
he's a little
Mitchell
bit different in his approach.
And like I think obviously we know JB's good enough to play.
Steph
JB
playing?
could start, but we just don't know if JB's gonna be there.
Would Steph play?
If Steph wants to go,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
similar to Bron and KD.
Yeah, he's only been in
if
one.
he wants to
two.
go.
He's been in the
But
FIFA in 14.
I don't know.
been in
I don't know if
Olympics
the
in
Olympics
24.
really. I don't know if like that's really like
Do you?
KD seems to love playing for
Yeah.
Team USA in a different kind of way.
Then we've got Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey.
I doubt Donovan Mitchell just because he hasn't played up to this point. Maybe he can get in. I don't know. If
I
he's
doubt most of the guys are going to be. there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the other names too to consider here, just positionally, I'm projecting that he's going to be maybe the starting center body is Donovan Clingan. I think he fits a lot of the stuff that FIBA. Yeah, I think he's a great FIBA player. I think he's going to be like
over Chet?
legit. Yeah, I think
I think it'll be
center, a
Chet. I
center.
think Chet and Durant are going to be the two.
Do you think there's a
bigs.
world that exists where like Walker Kessler makes a few All-Star games alongside Luka?
Walker could make it too. Yeah, Walker could be a good
Walker
additional
It
big.
could be a third string big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
like, what
Durant-
about
Durant
Bam?
doesn't-
There's still
Durant
Bam.
doesn't
Yeah,
feel like
yeah. Walker
Bam's still there.
is not going to make it over Bam.
Jalen
No, Bam's
Durant.
on the team already. Bam is on the team. But I'm saying additional center. I don't know if Durant is the type of center they would actually want on that roster is what I'm saying.
They would have 3 centers between Bam, Chet, and Durant.
Yeah.
Now,
How old is- how old
if
is
they
Bam
make it
gonna
over
be at
Jalen
the
Durant, I
next
can see it.
31 or something.
Yeah, Chet.
Yeah,
Hey,
should
Chet
be
might got
just
Chet
over
might got to
50.
move around, Ron.
Yeah, I think he might be the power
I
forward.
highly doubt it.
Chet can play 4 or 5, but
Yeah.
I'm like 84% convinced Chet will be there if he's available. But
Agree.
I don't know.
Cam Boozer.
Yeah, Boozer.
Is
I think
Jalen Brown
one of Boozer, one of Wilson, or one of them's going to be there.
This
Derek
Olympics
Peterson
might be
there.
too soon because Boozer will be 21, AJ will be 21, 22, Darren will be 21, 22.
That's a few.
But
I'm
I
not-
think
I'm
Flag.
not sold-
I think Flag.
It
goes
might
there.
it might be a bit too soon for them.
Oh,
Flag was already with the select
Cooper's on the
team.
team. Then.
Flag's
Yeah,
going
Flag
there.
was already with the select team for the previous Olympics. I think he'll probably be there, assuming he's like projects the way we expect.
I think Chet spot's in jeopardy, y'all.
It might be.
Who though?
I don't know. It might be.
Is
And, like, Jason Tatum.
Because you
JT will be there
you got
for
Bam,
sure.
you got Bam, you got Cooper Flag, you got Jason Tatum, you got Jalen Duran, Donovan Clingan, Cam Boozer, all these players, bro. I don't think it's just so easy for Chet to just be on the team.
Chet is their most versatile big.
outside of Jason Tatum, who's like a lot, and then Bam probably is also a lot.
Yeah.
Chet's spot is in jeopardy just as much as everyone else you named spot would be in jeopardy because of all the other names you just said as well.
I think
So yeah,
Chet makes
I'm
the
with
most-
you, but
absolutely.
it's like,
That makes
I
the
think
most
it's
sense
not
from a
just- it's not
versatility
just the
standpoint, though,
pick
because
Yeah.
if they do play him at the 4, then he can also play 5. But like, but also like even looking at this, I guess going through the list of players that could potentially make it as well, I know this is going to be a little bit of a shot. I like Donovan Clingan as a shot. I think he fits everything they would need as a center. He's massive. He's going to be a good offensive player. He's going to be a shooter, like an addition, like be able to space the floor out to a degree by then. And he's an absolutely like elite rim protector and a stonewall. And if you remember in the Team USA, one of the things they needed for like Jokic and Wemby and all them was like these uber big players. He's 7'2". You know what I mean? He just offers them something that none of the other centers will offer them by that point. But I think if the Derek White role by that point, I wouldn't be shocked if like one of Suggs or Black is going to be in that spot by that point.
So Paolo is definitely
Suggs is the most Derek White coded
Sure.
non-Derek White player in the league right now.
Right.
And Paolo's
Right.
not. Paolo's not.
But
coming.
Derek White also might still just be good enough to be Derek White for the Olympic
If Paolo
team.
takes an All-NBA step, I think he can make it by that point. I think there's a few players on that team that can
We're
be
still
playing
here
in the Olympics.
believing in Paolo Banchero. That's
Yes,
good.
we are believing in Paolo.
Steph-
Banchero.
I think if
He's played
Austin
well
Reeves
for
makes a
us.
few All-Star games, maybe he's in the mix as well potentially.
Austin would be a good like
I
role
can see him
player
be
on
in
that
that
team.
camp.
What about Steph Curry?
You guys are saying a lot of these guys, and you know I do respect role players, hustle players, guys that kind of do it all. But like AJ is probably going to be on this team. I can see AJ and Darren both being on this team.
Would you take AJ in that setting specifically, Ron, or would you take J-Dub in that setting?
J-Dub's probably I would probably say
setting.
I would probably say J-Dub, but they're gonna take AJ over J-Dub just because upside and future and all of that stuff.
But would you take like AJ, who you know is not going to play, or would you take like LeBron if he wants to go? Like which way would you go?
Damian, that's why I'm saying Bron can't play because AJ has to be on this team.
Okay, so you want to bleed the new guy in? Okay.
The same exact logic with Steph yesterday.
Yeah.
Would I rather have a guy for one Olympics to be here so he can parade around and do his last dance and his final tour, or would I rather have the potential face of USA basketball on his team? I want AJ to Banza, and AJ might just be good enough to the point where he could crack the rotation. But even if he is just going to play the role where
Cooper Flag.
I said might just. We don't know.
What if AJ is just not as good as you think he is? Are you still gonna stand on this?
So if he turns into like an Andrew Wiggins, or if he turns into like a guy where it's like, yeah, you're the number one pick, but you're just not all that good.
Yeah.
All right, then
Like,
things change. Things change. I'm not just completely standing on AJ has to be on the team. But
I got you.
From what I'm projecting, and I think from what we're all projecting AJ to be, he got to be there. And we all know Darren Peterson is looking AJ eye to eye. I want both of them here, and really both of them low key getting minutes.
Is there any chance Zion makes his team?
If he's healthy, sure. If he's healthy and like that,
I think no. I don't think.
I think a lot has to go right.
Guys like that, it's like once you get past the superstars, it's just going to be which superstars are better role players.
Agreed.
And that's why I don't think guys like Zion and Austin Reeves and all these other, like they might be in the top 15 American players in the NBA, but Team USA isn't just the top 15 American players in the NBA, which is why I think Derek White's probably going to be too old. He's going to be like 34.
Yeah, so it's going to be Suggs or Black or one of them.
But like, they're going to be players who aren't as good as others. Like Jaylen Brown missed out last time, and I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but Jaylen Brown missed out last time, not because everyone on Team USA is better than him, but because they imagine he couldn't do the role that Devin Booker put himself in for them, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I don't think Zion's going to make it. It doesn't mean that everyone on Team USA is better than him. So I'm kind of just thinking like after Cade and Jason Tatum, those are like the big three, I guess. And then Coop, if he's what we're expecting. Bam. For me, Chet. Everyone else is like, how do you fit around them? And Devin Booker's shown he's done it already in the Olympics. So I think he's probably got his seat taken. And then it's everyone else. How do you play that role? So Jalen Suggs, I think, is a valid name.
So
I don't know who else.
Just be clear here. So Amin Thompson and Sar, are they for sure playing in another country with another country?
I have no idea.
Sar.
Two interesting names.
Asar.
Oh, Asar.
Yes,
I don't know.
Scotty, Amin, and
mic is
Asar, are they all
super low.
definitively playing like
My mic
other
is
places?
super low.
Yeah, that's what I put in the chat too. You need
Yeah, but it was a nice change of pace, so I didn't mind it. Dylan Harper also hasn't confirmed if he'll play for Team USA or the Philippines. So there's options, I guess. I don't know.
Why would you ask that, Swiper?
Because those are all players that I think would fit well in that role player slot.
Okay.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
Sar and Amin obviously are a little bit more like, if you didn't like Tatum playing in 24, they would be even worse because they can't shoot or even score inside.
Hey, 2
consistently.
years from now, might be
Maybe.
knocking stuff
It's
down.
almost exactly 2 years as well. So it's like, there's a lot of growing to do. So
Am I tripping? Or
I
is
mean, that
Cooper
might
Flag
just
gonna
be an American player we don't even see yet, who just becomes the best player in the league in 2 years. I mean,
Is Cooper Flag? He's
anything,
going to be 21 2 years from now.
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
He might be starting. Like
He's going to be the best
legit
player
might
on
be
this
starting.
team.
He
He's
could
going
be
to be the
starting.
best player on this team in 2 years also.
You're really
then-
high on Cooper Flag. That's cool.
I'm with Ox. Yeah, he
So
I think he
I've
could
always
be.
been high on Cooper
is
Flag.
he.
I just-
Ox, is he going to be the best year 2 Maverick they've had?
So him or
Ox?
Luca is the question.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm not sure.
Well, you're projecting right now.
I can't-
so
I
figure you
can't
keep
say.
doing it.
One syllable. No.
Yeah, I mean, but when you specify like that, when you just break it down, is he going to be the best year 2 Maverick? Like I don't know. He's
Was he
gonna be
better
the-
than
he's
Luka?
gonna be
Luka-
the best
Luka
year
was
two.
Luca was a top 10 player in the league in year 2. That's a high bar.
I mean, I think.
Speak again, Pin.
Let's not even go into that. My
said,
thing is,
is
I think
that
he's going to be
one
he's
syllable?
going to be the best year
Still
2
no?
player in the NBA next season. If that helps.
Do you think
mean,
Ox
yeah.
is Con Knuckle a good name for this? Like a Michael Red role?
I mean, yeah, we all look. This is basketball. There's always room for a shooter.
Sure.
Like there's always a spot for a shooter, and if Khan continues to shoot the way he shoots, absolutely. I mean, any coach like Eric Spoelstra, he knows what he's doing. So any coach is gonna like Mars was saying, like we all agree, it's not gonna be just the best 15 players from America. It's gonna be the best 15 players that make a good team. And when you're putting together a team, you need 2 or 3 shooters. And so yeah, Khan Nipple, bring your ass on.
And
for
then
sure.
shoot, we saying names, projecting. Maybe B Mill can get there by this point.
Well, then no,
Takes-
because then
takes
that's
a-
you got
takes
the
a little
AJ,
bit.
you got
It's
the
quite,
nah, I
quite,
don't
quite
think
a
so.
better projection. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, based on what I've seen of them thus far, but once again, I'm basing AJ's off college tape and I guess summer league. I don't know. Guys like Brandon Miller suggest to me more role player skill sets than AJ does, which I guess is promising if you're thinking about that for Team USA. Similar with Darren. I think Darren could
We already
like,
said
do the
Anthony
Devin
Donovan
Booker role.
Frazier.
Yeah, so like to me it looks like if you ask me, we got Cade and Coop,
Tatum.
Jason Tatum, and
Bam.
Donovan,
Yep.
Bam or Jalen. I think it's gonna be Bam, Jalen, one of those two probably starting at the 5. Right?
Donovan being
shout
nice role in the
shout out to Chet. I'm just not. I'm not seeing it, but that is a squad, bro.
Evan
Like,
Mobley.
potentially.
I mean, I doubt
Yeah.
it, but we'll see what Evan Mobley turns into. If the Cavs are gonna have one, I think it'd be him.
Yeah.
it's a lot of names, man. to
Would
be
Jared
honest.
Allen be would he fit? He would fit the Tyson Chandler role, I guess, from 2012 if he were to make this team. But if we have injuries or not, that would be one of those injury replacement type players.
Yeah, and I know you're not saying that he's like Tyson Chandler, just kind of playing that role, but I don't. I mean, maybe it's just because you used the word Tyson Chandler, the name Tyson Chandler.
Well, I rewatched the
That's why
2012
I can't see
Olympics like a few weeks ago, and I was just like, you forget how good Tyson was because his name kind of got lost in the mud a little bit, but he was like legitimately like great for. And I'm also thinking to the public, not you, like. The public might just forget how good Tyson was. Yeah.
Well, just to be clear on like what I was saying right there, that's
Like
that's why I said that though, Swiper, because I don't think Evan Mobley's that. I mean, I don't think Jared Allen's that level of basketball player as Tyson Chandler. He just doesn't have that intensity. He's not as ferocious as Tyson Chandler. So.
And again, I'm gonna keep saying this, so just so sounds really early because I said this about him last year. I truly believe that Donovan Clingan is gonna be like Zubac, like but a better offensive player. Kind of player. Like, remember Zubac when he was with the Lakers, and I remember I called this early on Zubac. When he was with the Lakers, a different player, but then those first few years with the Clippers, he was like seen as a rotational big. Didn't have a lot of he had a lot of versatility defensively as an anchor, but his offensive game wasn't really rounded out at that point. But eventually, Zoo became a legitimate star in his role, and then I had him 13 All-NBA 2 years ago. I think some of this is like, I really, really, really like Donovan out of Connecticut, and I think if you watch the last 2 years for him, what he's done with Portland. He just limited minutes, but he is. I think the skill set that he has and what it will build out to, I think he'll be a really, really good player by the time he hits his prime.
And he can shoot that ball too, Swiper.
That's what I'm saying. He's,
I agree.
He's
I agree.
trying.
He'll be good.
I don't know if
if
the
he'll
shot
be
will
better
ever be as good as
offensively
it
than
makes.
Zoo. But
Yeah.
Well, Zoo
But
was
his
like,
but
go ahead.
But his
Go ahead.
size, though, his size, his ability
His
to
size.
just rebound, like we're gonna need that. And like Swiper brought
He
it
might
up,
be the
we're
best
gonna need
offensive
that against.
rebounder we have. Like,
No, his
ever.
size in a
By
FIBA
that
he
setting
point.
is very
he's
valuable.
the best offensive rebounder Team USA have right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna need
Let
that.
alone
Like,
2 years.
But annoyingly so. Like
The
annoyingly.
size in
We
a
got-
I
we
mean,
got-
I
we do-
guess
we do
Mitchell
gotta remember-
Robinson, but I mean,
Yeah.
like he's not like
Yeah.
even on the radar.
we do gotta remember, y'all. Like we gotta beat France, and like we're talking about Wemby 2 years from now. So you know what I'm
mean,
saying? We gotta.
Donovan
else
Clinton couldn't match up with Wemby 2 months ago.
Oh, I'm not
think
saying
that-
I'm
that's
not
where
saying
Bam's gonna be
Donovan
really
got to be
important.
better than Wemby. I'm just
Rudy be
saying
36 by that point?
we need something to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Chet gonna
we
have
need
to-
somebody
bro.
to bang with.
It's-
And it's
it-
not
it's-
Chet. And that's
it's
why
really
that's
Chet-
why
it's
Chet
really
got to
Chet
get the
and
hell out of
Bam.
here.
But I mean,
No,
Don-
Chet
Chet-
got to
Chet-
go.
Bam, maybe,
Chet's
Bam,
better.
How about
Chet's
Jaren Jackson?
better than Donovan Clinton, though.
He is better.
Not matched up, not for the physicality we need against these guys.
Yeah,
the
playing
physicality
center,
that
no.
we need
Not
is
playing
Donovan.
center.
It's like Chet does not check that box, and the physicality that we need to beat these teams. Swiper's
What-
team.
who are these
In
teams?
France and
Well, yeah,
Serbia.
assuming Serbia and France are the two.
Serbia's
like,
still gonna
I
be
mean,
really
Canada,
good.
Canada is
Yeah.
another one you have to worry about, I guess.
Canada,
And
like-
Australia.
Zach Edey.
And Australia as well by then.
Australia. Yep, shout out.
I'm
Absolutely,
sure, I'm
absolutely.
sure.
Shout out,
Yeah,
shout
no,
out,
Josh
shout
Giddey
out,
was hooping.
Ozzy,
He was
man.
hooping.
We'll be in the mix for the bronze, I think. We'll
Who's
be in the
coming
mix.
up for Australia?
Giddy.
They're gonna still run Patty Mills out
Giddey.
there.
Yeah, Giddy was good. He was Giddy in 24. Also,
Giddy, Dyson
It's gonna be
Daniels.
Giddy
dope.
and the Daniels.
Don't
brothers.
forget,
Hey,
don't
Giddy
forget,
Daniels,
don't forget the
Josh
Germans.
Green,
Though we got to beat the
Lander.
Germans.
The
We
Germans
got
are
to
gonna
beat the
be good.
Lithuanians.
Hey,
Oh
shout
yeah,
out-
Germany.
Shout out to the
Germany.
Africans
Germany.
that gave us issues in the first round of the knockout last
Yeah,
that,
South
24
Sudan.
as well. Like they also might take another leap because now they finally
Which
got some funding
Africans?
behind them now. Like, so they could also be a lot better.
The
and that
Sudanese,
athleticism is
the
yeah,
Sudanese.
South
Yeah,
Sudan.
Sudan.
Yeah, the South
Shout out
Sudan,
to
yeah.
World Dang.
And then we have also too. Now they're not going to be great. Finland, because obviously we'll see what Finland
Yeah.
continues to do. They got a lot of shooters.
We
and
ain't
stuff.
worried
Now,
about them.
They're not going to be. They're not going to beat Team USA. But like in terms of just like getting everybody.
The
you need some
only
better
team
fit.
you even have to look at and be like, interesting, would be if Serbia still have some solid guard play and France.
Yeah.
Everyone,
I don't
Canada
think,
maybe, but
Canada maybe.
Yeah,
I don't think
Canada
Bogey.
maybe.
I don't think Bogey's gonna be able to sustain what he did last time. So
Y'all
That's why
sleeping on
that's why I'm
potential
hesitant a
super
little bit on
team.
Serbia. I don't know what their situation is, but
I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping.
They'll
on
have
Serbia.
some new. Serbia
Yeah,
always
they-
produces talent.
They got
I mean,
they got
they'll
they
have
got
some new guys on
another
the radio.
they got another Nikola on the
Yeah.
way. By the way, like a
They
super.
got some big. They
like
got some big kids over there.
another damn Nikola. They got 5 Nikolas, and all of them are really good.
With a lot of these countries is like the European countries tend to produce a lot of good wings and bigs, but their
Mhm.
guards tend to just suck.
Yeah.
Shout out to Luca, but like even him, he's a big guard.
If
Mirage.
Jamaica won it, Jamaica got it.
Well, with Scotty Barnes, the Thompson twins, Norman Powell,
Mm-hmm. I
yeah,
don't know.
Eric
Might
Gordon.
not
Isaiah
even
Smith.
Eric
qualify.
Gordon.
Isaiah-
And Klay Thompson.
Isaiah-
They got Eric and
Isaiah-
Clay.
Clay Thompson.
Bro, they're
Even
not
that
even gonna
big
qualify,
one.
bro.
I mean, I don't know who Jamaica gonna run out there, but
Do you, but the thing
Germany could be decent. That's
Oh.
They won it. They got it.
But the thing that
Lock
gave
up.
us real issues in 24 though was just the athleticism has caught up around the world in a lot of ways, but it was the shooting. Like these teams can shoot, and Steph Curry won those games because he was the best shooter on the floor in the last 2 games. And I think the issue is when you're playing versus Serbia, Canada, Germany, they have shot makers too, and they do have defenders in Germany, but they actually have like wing defenders in Germany.
shout out to
And they're
Isaac
big.
Bonga, man.
I just
Bonga
wanna
was
say, it-
he
it
was
might
but he was
be-
locking up.
It might be
In
interesting.
24.
If
Bonga,
If
yeah.
AJ DeBonsa decides that he wants to go play and be the shot maker for Jamaica instead of America,
So Jamaica has who at that point?
Scotty Barnes, Asar Thompson.
Now we're just being really
Norman
unrealistic.
Powell
I mean, like,
and AJ DeBonsa.
We still spanking them
I'm
boys.
just-
Like that's not.
I mean,
supposed to
that
be
starting
nothing.
5. You. Okay.
Team USA will win.
I do
regardless.
like
They're just
that
having a
starting
little
five,
thought
though.
experiment. It is what it is.
Mars, as much as I believe what you're saying, like I know that we're definitely gonna win the next 6 of these.
No, we're not.
Before
Like, you can't just say that.
before it's a situation. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're just better, Swiper. I'm sorry.
But
That's the
I just-
reality.
I'm gonna
wait,
repeat what
Swiper.
go ahead,
Wait, Swiper, because I don't want to get into this because I don't got time for your anti-American agenda.
No, it's not
But-
that.
but
we
but
won.
Mars,
we won
we
because
got-
we had LeBron, KD, and Steph
Okay.
Last
Next time
run.
next time
All
next
women
time we're
won
gonna win.
because you had
Next-
Americans.
I know,
Next
I know, but they're
next
not going to
time-
be here. So
Swiper,
it's
next time
projecting
we're gonna-
somebody
next
to
time we're
have a
gonna
new
win.
album.
Americans.
We're gonna
Maybe
win
not
next
be as
time because
good,
we
though.
got Cade, and Cooper Flag. Like we're gonna win because you can.
And
you can
Cooper
do that.
might be like that by that point.
You could do that every 4 years.
like that
Oh,
right
we
now.
only won because we got these 3 guys. The
But
next
2
4
years
years,
from
we only
now,
won because we got these 3 guys.
I
But
will-
but Mars, my only thing is like I know we're gonna win, but we do have to be prepared for France, Germany, Serbia.
agree, yeah.
Like
I think you should
shout out to
build your
Canada.
team.
I'm sleep on Canada, but shout out to y'all too. You know, like
I
Who's
think
their-
I
who's
think
their
Team
big in
USA
Canada?
should build their teams not
Zach
to
Edey?
cater to like
Who?
not Australia
Edey?
to Canada, France, Serbia, but you should have that in mind when you're filling out your roster. Like guys who in the high leverage games you trust to be able to play in those matchups. I think that should be like
Right.
a focus point. of
And
the
Jamal won't be
team
there,
building.
right? Jamal Murray won't be there because he didn't go through the qualifying. Like
They better
system.
off without Leicester.
really? No, they need Jamal.
Yeah, they have a
they don't.
qualifying. They have like a
Jamal just
process,
getting
like
in
a
the way.
system.
Put Shea out there with OKC Light, man. Put him out there with Nemhard, Dylan
Dort,
Brooks,
Nembhard,
Blue
Jones.
Dort,
Canada is?
and then whoever the 5-man is.
Lou Dort,
Just make
Shea,
it work.
R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and they're
Nikhil
going to run into the
Alexander
same issue they
Walker.
ran into last time. Bricks. All white
Aaron
bricks.
Wiggins too, or Andrew Wiggins if he
All
if he
white
wants
bricks.
to play.
Bricking.
Yeah, the issue
Bricking.
is Canada just don't have good bigs.
Zach Edey,
yeah,
Zach
Zach
Edey's solid
Edey,
for him.
Yeah,
though.
that's the thing. They need a healthy ED, but like you need someone to.
We
come
gonna
in
run. We
and
gonna
do
run
that.
his big ass out the
Who else
out the
there? Kelly
game.
Olynyk.
Wait, so no
I
Shaden
don't know.
Sharp either? No Wiggins? Wow,
In
yeah, that might be
FIBA,
cooked.
keep ED just camp down there. Might be all right.
The thing about it, like to Swiper's point, like obviously Steph, LeBron, KD played a huge role on this last team. This next team, it's going to be a whole lot different, but I do think they're going to be able to overwhelm teams with their just youth and just athleticism, quite frankly. Cade, young and youthful. Anthony Edwards could potentially be the most athletic player every time he steps on the court. Jason Tatum, Cooper Flag, and then whether you got any of the bigs we mentioned, Bam, crazy versatile, crazy athlete. Chet might not be all that strong, but he's still versatile and still a crazy athlete. Donovan Clingan, you know, he is who he is. Even Jalen Durant. So I think it's going to be like a lot. They'll be a lot younger, but just their athleticism and youth. I think that could overwhelm teams.
Who would be the game breakers in 28? Because we had 3 of them this last time, right? So who you think they'll be the game breakers? Like
Anthony Edwards,
Anthony Edwards will be one of them.
It has to be Ant. Yeah.
I think Cade too.
Jason Tatum.
I think it will be
Yeah,
Ant, Tatum, and then I don't know if there was a third. Shit, it might be
You don't think
39-year-old Kevin Durant.
Hey, it could
Kevin
be
Durant off
Khan.
the bench.
The way,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
way I
Like you
view
said,
the
we
way
need
I
that
view
shooter.
Cade in an Olympic setting is more of like a.
Don't you think that makes the argument for Jalen Brunson though to be on the roster? Because he might actually be the best of that group of doing that exactly that thing.
It's interesting.
No,
I mean,
I think he has a shout. I think.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
at some
doubtful,
point,
but we'll see.
I feel like at some point Brunson does need to get like, he's not just a guy amongst these guys. He is like a very, 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 very good. And he of that group is easily the most audacious player, especially in those settings. So I'm saying that like there might be something where even then Brunson will be 31 years old, I believe, at that point, if I got my dates correct. He still might need to be on the roster, even if he doesn't like. Because again, you didn't need Steph. 'Cause remember, Marv, Steph was mid
Until the
lead
last
into
2
the
games,
knockouts, and then into the knockout round, the first round, and then until it got Serbia, France. All of a sudden, it's like he won us the tournament. And I think Brunson might be that player this year for them, or maybe it's Hallie. Maybe Hallie's the game breaker on, where now he's fully healthy again, and that shot making is just like. Because you need that. You need somebody to be able to extend the floor.
Yeah, I would
Swiper,
just
say
look. I
his
would
name,
just look.
Swiper.
I would just look at a guy like Devin Booker before I'm looking at Tyrese Halliburton.
What about Darren Peterson?
Swiper, say his name, Swiper.
Which player?
Cooper Flag. Is that who? You
Well,
want to say?
of course, but I want Swiper to acknowledge Jason Tatum's presence.
Well, I don't know if Tatum has that kind of a game though in this setting. That's what I'm
But
saying.
Halliburton.
No, I think you're missing
All
what I'm
right, bro.
trying
we're
to
never
communicate.
gonna get you to acknowledge Jason.
No,
Tatum.
I do
You
think
said
you need a
game
blend. I
breaking,
think you
stop
need a-
making
you need a
scoring.
blend.
Yeah, I
big
think
shots,
the
Halliburton.
I think
the
you need a
issue
blend
is-
of different guys. You're
Yeah,
right there.
that's what it is. Like it's literally like you just like Tatum is a very good player, but obviously it's more so about like And again, you don't have to have a replication of Steph. That's not really what I'm asking for, to be fair. But it's like you do need someone even when the defense is perfect. It's like it doesn't matter at this point, and you can sustain this. And it's like it alters the way you're being defended. And then LeBron, once you got in transition with LeBron in 24, that's really what also tilted those damn games. Because it's like you couldn't stop him. Maybe Tatum can do that, Mars. Maybe you're right. And Cooper, to Ox's point, maybe it's cool.
Cooper Flag can do
Jason
that.
Tatum was at the Olympics in Tokyo and was their second best
21.
player. Like,
I agree.
he was the
Behind
it was Kevin
behind
Durant, and then it was Jason Tatum.
But
like,
I think the
he's
world
already
is
done
better
it.
7 years from that point, though. Is what I'm saying. It's not a
Yeah,
slight.
Jason Tatum is better, hopefully, in 28 than he was in 2021.
He could be.
I would hope.
There's a guy that we're not bringing up though,
Who?
and I absolutely think he needs to be on this team, and I absolutely think he's
Jaylen
going to be
Brown.
a key piece. That's who I should say, but no. Penn, I know
that's
you're going to
over.
feel me on this guy. He's in, like, I like Hallie, I like Brunson, but this guy's bigger than them, stronger than them, more athletic than them,
Dylan
a
Harper,
better
yeah.
Dylan Harper, a better defender than them,
But he's not. I
younger
don't know.
than them.
If
He
he
might not
plays,
be.
yes.
He gets
I don't know,
downhill
he
better
might-
than him.
He might play for the
Yeah, if he
Philippines.
plays, I am 100%
Yeah,
with you, Ron.
Philippines.
100%.
Did he play international ball already?
I
Yeah.
think he's playing. I think he's going to play for the Philippines. If he doesn't play for the Philippines, however, he should be the future face of American basketball.
Yeah, I think he'll be Ron. If we have Dylan Harper leading this team by 2028, bro. Yeah, he'll be 22.
I don't know if
He'll
he'd be
him and-
leading, but he.
Well, I'm
Might
saying
bring
he, but
Steph
he-
Castle
but-
as well.
Who is he following?
Yeah, Steph
If he's
Castle's gonna
not
be there,
leading,
bro.
Who is he following?
all,
I don't know. I don't know if
Cooper
he'll start
Flag.
or play over Cade, but you know what I'm saying. He should definitely.
Well, I
be on
think
the team.
obviously for sure. But really, Harper, Castle,
You
Cade,
making that face, Penn?
I don't know. I think he might be the best player on that team in a few years.
Best
he
player
could
on the
be.
team.
He could 2 years from now.
No, he
I
couldn't
don't.
be.
I don't think it's
in
crazy.
an Olympic
Well,
setting.
if Cooper Flag can be.
Yeah, it's in an
Yeah,
Olympic
Well,
setting.
I mean, well,
sure.
yeah, because
I don't know
Cooper
about
Flag
that.
is tiers better than Dylan Harper already.
Yeah,
He
but
is
guess
that.
what?
He
Yeah,
is
and
that.
then-
That's why I asked. Has
He
he
is.
even played
Yes, and then
international
but I
ball?
wasn't even talking about Cooper. I was
points in the
also,
NBA Finals
He
game.
take a major
I was
jump.
talk-
You don't know.
No, you're right. You're right, Mars. That's a
Exactly,
fact.
yeah.
But I wasn't talking about Coop though. I was talking about Anthony Edwards and Jason Tatum though. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah, he'd be better than both those guys.
This is a lot.
I just want to be
Me
very
personally,
clear.
I think Ant's probably going to be
All
their
this
best
just to beat
performer
Giddy
at the
is
next
crazy.
Olympics.
He could be their best performer, and that's where we're negotiating, y'all. Ant might be the best player in the team, you like just on the team. But I'm saying
He might be the best player in the world at that point.
I've
He
never
probably
seen
won't be.
Ant
He
play bad
probably
for
won't
Team
be. But I'm
USA.
saying
He most
that
likely won't be. He
in,
most likely
in
won't be.
2028, who will be their best performer? If you would have, I didn't think it was going to be. I mean, I didn't know if I thought it was going to be Braun at 24 or Steph. Respectfully, I don't know if I
That's
had
because
either
you don't
one.
know ball. Yeah, that's because you don't know.
No
ball.
facts. You didn't choose that either. I think some of this is like
I
we're
don't
gonna have
even
to
know
get
who I
to a
did
point.
choose, but
I
you don't know
remember
who.
these conversations distinctly because when I was arguing with Chill, you were on Chill's side with Tatum. I think some of this is like because you're a Glazer, obviously. I think some of this is like 2028. What's going to happen 2 years from now? There is a world where Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Cooper Flag, maybe you ain't speaking about him. Caleb Wilson might also be on the team next year. He might just be that
hell
good.
yeah.
He might just be that good.
Well, I mean,
Hell
Ron did
I
bring
mean,
that
if
up.
you want to
AJ and
dominate
Caleb.
athletically, I mean, gee.
Well, that's because
might
Swiper, when you brought
recreate
up
that
like
Vince Carter
when,
dunk you bring Caleb Wilson.
when you brought up Swiper, when you brought up like getting down transition, being athletic, running. That's where I start thinking, okay, Ron was on to something with AJ. Like AJ, Caleb. Maybe we do need to bring some young dogs out there that's going to get out in open court and run. I mean, Cooper Flag would do it, but Caleb Wilson and AJ DeBonce, I think, are a little of
What a show!
Yeah,
What a
when you're up
show!
when you're up 30 in the group stages,
That would-
you might as well chuck them out.
Yeah, that'd be something to see. You get like I would love to see Anthony Edwards, Cade, AJ, Caleb, and Coop get out there and run that 5 right there. Yeah, get out and go. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope to see. But I'm not sure if we're gonna get anything like that.
And I mean, keep in mind, we rocking with Spo too. I could see them
yes.
playing a little bit of small ball as well. I could see Cooper 5 minutes. I could see Jason Tatum 5 minutes. I could see lineups where it's like we got 3 long, versatile, athletic wings, and we really just stretching teams out, running teams to death, and just out skilling teams. I could see that being the case.
Yep. Definitely possible.
Yeah.
They're gonna have
But
It's gonna
fellas,
matter. It's gonna matter.
I want to hear everybody starting 5. What is your projected starting five for 2028 Olympics? Whether it's KD, whether it's Bron, whether it's young, whether it's big, whether it's athletic. Talk to me. Pin, I want you to kick things off.
On what?
He just told you what.
Sorry, I momentarily spaced. Momentarily. I gotta know
The starting five for Team USA in 28. Your
My bad.
starting five.
Dylan Harper, Anthony Edwards.
Oh wow, Kate hate.
Why?
Nice.
Okay. Dylan Harper, Anthony Edwards, AJ DeBonsa, Cooper Flag, Chet Holmgren.
Not mad at it.
You should have
And if
prepped
Dylan
that.
Harper decides to go for Philippines, then just start Cade.
So you're projecting that Dylan Harper and AJ both take big leaps, or just become who they're supposed to be.
I just think it would be a great roster to have that. You know.
So Cade makes the next 2 first-team All NBAs, and it's like MVP conversation, top 4 again, or top 5 for the next 2 years. You think Cade is still going to be sitting on the bench behind Dylan Harper?
I don't know. He asked me what my starting five would be. That's who my starting five would be.
Yeah, did you want us to do a prediction or what we would start?
No, who you would start.
Okay. Yeah, so.
All right, Swiper, you're laughing at him.
Still low?
I like it.
No, you sound fine, Pin.
Yeah, I think
You
it's
sound
It's still-
composed,
it's-
Pin.
It's still not as normal as it used to be, but maybe you made an adjustment in life.
Pin, you sound like a gentleman,
So what do you sound
like a
like before?
distinguished gentleman.
You sound like you threw the head away for good.
You're battling me for lowest mic now.
That's not good.
It's not. It's not good at all.
No, it is, actually it is still a little low. After you just said that,
Yeah,
it is a little
it
low.
is.
Pin.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, my starting 5 is going to be Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Cooper Flag, Jason Tatum, and then probably Bam Adebayo or Donovan Clingan by that point. That's probably my starting 5. And then for the sake of size, depending on the matchup, we're playing versus like France or Serbia, I'm probably starting Donovan Clingan. And that's my 5.
I got the same as Swiper, but I got Chet starting, and then the same logic depending on the matchup. Probably a bigger body at the 5. I think Cade and Ant are a lock in the backcourt. To be honest,
I'm with you, Dame.
I think so.
Mars, who you rocking with?
I'd go with Cade or Hailey and Ant. Whoever I think plays better with Ant. Tatum at the 3 or the 4, I don't know. Maybe I go Chet at the 4. Jalen Durant at the 5. Maybe. Maybe
How you
Bam at the
rocking with
5. One of them. I don't know.
I like it.
How you rocking, Big Ox?
I also want to consider Tyrese Halliburton too. I think him missing last season and Cade having such a good season is making me just instantly go to Cade. But I do want to see what these next 2 seasons bring for Hallie. I think that starting point guard position is actually his to lose. So, I think Cade will have to work for it. So right now, I'm just gonna say Hallie. I'm just gonna say Hallie, even though he missed that season, and Cade really showed out because we still got 2 whole seasons before that. And I think Spo will be fair. So I'm gonna go with Hallie. Obviously, Ant. There's no way he's not starting at the 2. It's got to be injuries the only way. Ant's 2 position is his. We're dealing with air exposure, so I think he's going to go wing heavy, and I think he's going to go with Cade and Jason Tatum. I'm not Cade and Jason Tatum. I'm sorry, Coop and Jason Tatum. And then at the 5, Bam will be, 33? So still young.
Damn,
enough.
no, he
He's
ain't gonna get him.
31. I think he's 31.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he
He's
was
29.
I thought he was 30. I'm thinking 32. So he's not 30?
No, not yet. Thank goodness.
Okay. Oh, okay. 20. So he's still young regardless. I want to push some Cameron Boozer pop right now, but I think that 5 is Bam's though. I think I'm gonna go with Bam. Yeah.
That would be
So-
interesting, Ox, because Hallie was a guy who didn't play last Olympics and won the gold, and then Tatum was the
Right.
guy that like they just didn't want to put in the rotation. So then those two guys now start in 28 would be
Yeah.
cool, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at it that way too. Damn, it's just like these guys have been around,
Continuity,
they've been on
yeah.
rosters. Yeah, and I mean, but Hallie's just like that too. Like Hallie, I think him being that point guard that can really get everybody involved, push pace when needed. You know what I'm saying? I think him and is he a better shooter than Cade?
From 3.
Yeah, it goes in more.
That's
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he got the ability to still.
It's
stretch,
normally the
shoot
measure of a
ball.
better
It
shooter.
does. It doesn't
Yeah.
look as nice. It doesn't look as nice, but goes in more.
Yeah, right. That's all that matters. Yeah. So for those reasons, I do. But I can see in a couple seasons Cade actually just obviously being better. But it doesn't matter. I mean, both of those guys playing the point guard. I think you're gonna be all right. So I'm gonna go with Hallie, but either way, I'm fine. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you guys
The only
know I
thing
love Hallie.
the only thing I know, Ron, that's set is Ant, Coop, Jason Tatum.
I agree. I think Cade's set too, and it's like I love Halliburton. I love his ability to pass, move the ball around, but it's just like the pressure that Cade Cunningham puts on your defense with these other guys around is something that they're not going to be able to pass up on. And I'm just thinking of
Can Cade be
just
the best player on this team in 28?
Of course.
There's a chance.
I think
man.
there's a chance he
Yeah.
might enter this tournament maybe as the best
Yeah.
player on this roster.
I'm just thinking of Cade pushing the ball in transition and just early offense and him just getting downhill and stuff like that. And you got Ant running with them. You got JT filling the lanes. And you got Coop running like a gazelle. Whatever big. Let's say it's Bam. Like that's just too much for Cade just as an overall playmaker with his ability to score, his ability to pass, and his ability to just get in the lane and make shit happen. It's just no way that I can't see Cade not start for this team.
First of all, Ron,
And he's a
first
better
of all,
defender
Ron,
too.
Cooper Flag ain't no dainty ass gazelle. Cooper Flag running like a caribou, like a wildebeest. You know, there ain't no gazelle to Cooper Flag. All right,
What's the difference?
they're bigger. The caribous are bigger.
So why not an
Wildebeests
elk?
are bigger.
Why not an elk?
Because they don't run like them. You know, he's still getting up and going like the whole herd. They could run
An
for longer.
ostrich.
Sure, hey, ostrich. That's cool. I mean, that's cool.
It's the fastest land bird in the world, isn't it?
He can be one of the. He can be one of the 60 million kangaroo that he has in Australia. So, why is Jalen Brunson not getting like this push for Team USA though? What is it about JB like that makes it to where he's this good?
5'2".
No, he's actually 6 foot. So I'm saying that like, it's the height. It's like the defensive concerns that people are about Brunson. Even
I mean, those are two of them. I mean, the style of play. Like, I'm not building my team around Jalen Brunson. It's Team USA. Like, I'm not doing that. So, when it comes down to the versatility of play style, both sides of the ball, how do you fit into all of that? He's the most limited, which is why I like Cade. I think Cade, outside of Tatum, is probably Team USA's most versatile player. Tyrese Halliburton is a 6'5" guard who gets off the ball in a way that Jalen Brunson has yet to show. And he isn't as defensively limited as Jalen Brunson. So even if Jalen Brunson's better than these guys, it's not about that. It's about maximizing the roster. But last time I saw Jalen Brunson play in FIBA, he was cool.
I would.
Can I jump on your ticket, Swiper? Can I jump on this ticket with you, Swiper? Because I like to have Jalen Brunson as long as Jalen Brunson understands like this is you're gonna be a mercenary. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Brunson, you're a mercenary, bro. You're not gonna play as much as Cade all the time. But there are gonna be times when we need an ISO heavy point guard. We need an ISO heavy guard out there, and I think if you need that, then you go with Jalen Brunson.
I just asked Ant to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could do.
It just feels like
I
his
can see
role
that.
becomes a bit redundant while being the smallest on the roster. It's just a bit.
Swapper, is your thing like
Is-
it's a
is-
low scoring game, like they're in the mud? They just need someone to
Which
get
will
in there.
happen.
and-
He
you know
might
what
be
I'm
the
saying?
best go get it of the group, though. I don't know if he
Yeah.
is. I'm just saying he might be the best go get it of the group.
That's what I was about
So-
to ask you, Morris. Who's better at that, Jalen Brunson or
If it's
Ant?
not Anthony Edwards, I'd be disappointed. because once again, there's 2 years from now. So yeah, I expect Anthony Edwards to be that quote unquote go getter guy. And once again, I still believe Devin Booker has his seat on this plane. Well, it's not a plane because actually it's US, but Devin Booker for me is on this roster, and Devin Booker can do that thing as well for me. So,
well, it's still a plane, Mars, because America's huge, and a lot of guys got to fly to LA.
well, Debo's going from Phoenix to LA. I mean, I guess he's flying, but
he's still flying.
That's
a 5-hour drive.
But maybe the answer is it's just actually Cade at that point taking 7.5 threes a game in the NBA the next 2 years, like I'm predicting for him. And then maybe that's just really what it is. It's like it's just me. I'm actually
wait,
what
what you say, Swiper? Who you said who's shooting?
Cade, I said, because I went over this playoff stuff on the show the other day, and I said I think he needs to be around 7.5 threes a game this next year because I think he's a good enough shooter to do it at this point, which is not a lot. Okay. Given his shot profile, I went through the percentages and stuff. Like he takes 19 shots a game. I'm saying predicting like 38% of his shot would come from that area, basically, something like that. But I think with Cade also could just be so good by this point where it's like I'm the best defensive guard we have, the best rim protecting guard we have. I'm the best passer among this group, maybe, highly, notwithstanding or whatever. And then I'm also just like a monstrous scorer. And I'm bigger than every guard that I'm facing. I'm bigger than Shea. I'm bigger than Miricic and all them other dudes that are playing for Serbia. I'm bigger than, Nimhard. I'm bigger than whoever Australia's putting out, probably Patty Mills at 38,000 years old. Like, I'm bigger than all the England guys.
Giddey's a bigger guard, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but
it's not as physical.
Come see me, Giddey. Come talk to me, Giddey.
I mean, I'm intrigued to see him in Chicago this year.
Hey, wait. Can I, Ron? Can you get involved in this? And I'm just curious because we still got 2 years, and this guy is in the process of rehabbing his image and rehabbing his career. I'm not talking about Ja, so yeah, chill out. Is it possible, Ron, that Trae Young could get involved in this?
Same reasons as Jalen. Like, why would I get Trae Young if I have Tyrese Halliburton?
We've been working.
Well, just because he shoots so much better than him. He passes.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he shoots and passes better than him.
He's a better
general.
I think he's a better passer, but I don't think he's a better decision maker. And I'd rather just have the decision maker when the passing gap isn't astronomical. And I'm not entirely convinced he shoots better than Halliburton, while being
better than Halliburton.
4'9" and by far the worst defender on the roster.
Also, he's also 5'11".
But I do think Trae Young's gonna have a good year next year, for what it's worth. Like,
I agree.
I don't know if I would say I haven't sold Trae Young stock. I don't even know if I own Trae Young stock, but I do think Trae Young is a really good player but I do think Trae Young's PR is a lot lower than his actual ability as a basketball player. Yeah, someone said it in the chat. I feel like LaMelo is being overlooked heavily.
LaMelo will be continuing.
If him and Ant show out
that's
together,
what I'm saying. Like, if they
could
build
look
a
at that
certain
like,
amount of chemistry. It's like,
are you telling me you would rather have
LaMelo
or
also standing individually is also a good enough point guard to be in these talks. But like
Definitely.
the fact that Ant is also like guaranteed. If LaMelo and Ant show that they have like a real synergy, that would make sense to bring LaMelo, not only for the fact that he's one of the best point guards that the US have, but also that he has proven chemistry with what is probably going to be one of their 2 or 3 best players.
So, Bron, knowing that what he just said, the Englishman, would you rather have LaMelo or Jalen Brunson, even with the synergy with Ant?
I wouldn't need neither. I think we're
you have to pick between the two.
But Swiper, I just want to say, here's the thing. I think we're overlooking one thing.
You want steak or you want chicken?
And I think Eric Spoelstra's the coach. We are overlooking defense. I think Dylan Harper is a better fit than Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, and LaMelo simply because he can pick the ball up full court. And when he's not in the game, Cade can pick the ball up full court. And if they're both in together, they're both 6'6" and bigger, or both around 6'6". They can both play 1 and 2, pick up full court with Ant out there, Cooper Flag out there. Like, the defense is going to be suffocating. Yeah, Hallie, sure, you can shoot the hell out the ball. You could pass the hell out the ball. Jalen Brunson, you could score the hell out the ball. LaMelo, you could do both. But they both leave something to be desired on defense. I think Eric Spoelstra's going to want that young dog out there picking up full court.
I think we all agree on Harper, though.
I could see that, Ron. I could see that for sure.
I mean, yeah, Hallie's not. Hallie's not.
Does that mean Steph Castle comes
Hallie adds stuff defensively.
Yeah,
That's
is
what,
he
like,
so defensively tilted that he would like take like a Steph Castle over like a Brunson? Do you think? I don't think it's maybe that far.
I mean, Castle could be
that might be Devin Booker's
a nice little role playing.
Yep,
wing,
I'm taking Castle too for sure.
Because he's not going to be a point guard playing for Team USA. He's going to be this utility wing. Like he depends on how the shot comes around.
Talking about Devin Booker. By that time, I want Stephon Castle.
Devin, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mars, wait, Charles, is there 12 spots or 15 spots?
12.
Wow,
It's 12.
It's 12. There have been so many good American young players that we're not talking about right now. So I'm actually curious at this point. If
Team USA could win bronze, silver, and gold if they wanted to.
This is
if they were able to.
That's fire. Exactly what I was about
Do
to
it.
say. If
Can
we did,
well, they're not allowed. You're not allowed to have
right
multiple
now. If
entrants.
we just
Or you
quickly,
could just all play for Jamaica.
I'm not saying we got to do it, but I'm saying if we had a draft right now with 6 people up here, could we assemble 3 Team America rosters that would actually medal?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
pretty sure, yeah.
You know what we got to do, Swiper?
Because
We got to have an American team, and then we got to have a Texas team, because Texas just go ahead and secede from the Union, and then we get a Texas team, and then California.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so California and Texas, we just become our own country for the next 4 years, and then
California,
boom.
y'all finna have Jalen Green, Russell Westbrook, and Debo. Y'all not winning nothing.
No. What I'm saying.
First of all, Jalen Green is joining Dylan Harper in the Philippines. That's what we doing. Watch out.
No, what I'm saying more. No, but see, Ron, this is the thing though. We, even though it's the California and the Texas team, we still get all of America. We're still America. We're like Guam. We're like Guam. We're still America.
I got one for you guys.
California.
You guys have
so
Julian Newman.
we get from all over. You know what I mean? Like,
Who gets Puerto Rico? Who gets Puerto Rico? Texas?
Texas, the Florida can have Puerto Rico.
Who are you interested in Puerto Rico? Jose Alvarado.
Jose.
You're not going to
yeah.
let. I'm not. See, this is the thing with Mars. What I've learned.
No,
about
that's
him,
still America. They're
because
still in the
Mars-
American pool.
No, yeah.
Like they're still in the American pool.
Because
So you get everybody.
Mars is an ableist because he's short. So therefore, everyone that's even mediocrely short in the NBA level is 5'2". Jose Alvarado is a monster at this level. He's the perfect kind of player you want in your roster playing in the Olympic because he does everything at a 100% level. He's going to defend and he's going to hit shots and do all the ball handling stuff. He's actually Patty Mills, just like better than Patty. It's what he is. I don't want to hear no other stuff. Yeah, shout out to
What do you
Australia.
mean better than Patty?
He's better than Patty right now. He's better than
Oh,
Patty.
today.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, matter of fact, if Jose Alvarado was Jose Mills,
Yeah. Give me
15 years
Jose,
ago,
man. Yeah, give me.
yeah,
Pete
like
Jose.
give me.
Come
If
on.
he grew up in
Yeah.
Australia and only had to play against like kangaroos,
He'd be the national hero.
Black Mambas, and Josh Giddey, I'm sure Jose Alvarado would be one of your best players ever. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
there's so many hoopers down there that don't
You're
even
crazy.
come to
And
America.
as a matter of fact, talk about my boy. Talk about our guy, Ox. Back in the day, he used to play for the Miami Heat. Talk about it.
Back in the day, he played for Miami Heat. Who
Yeah, bro. Shaved head, bald head, bro. You know what I'm talking about. He played right before the Bron era started, man. What was his name? Carlos Arroyo. He was
Carlos
from Puerto Rico.
Carlos Arroyo.
Oh, I thought it was from Australians.
No, he could cook.
Yeah, me too. That's
No,
why I was
me too.
confused.
Yeah,
I
I
was like, wait, I
was
don't know.
like,
who-
Carlos Arroyo right now. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, name. I'm
Nah,
not
shout out to
trying to
Carlos.
dunk on your country. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah,
We got high school.
Trust me
kids.
when I say at the international level, y'all would have taken Patty Mills in his prime, man.
No, for sure. He was
Team
great.
USA. Team USA would have taken Patty Mills in his prime.
Hey,
Patty
Mars,
was cold, bro.
Would you rather
What
have?
Patty is
at the
able to
international
do
level,
for
he's
Team
one of
Australia
the
is
best
not
ever.
happening for Team USA. He will be out there on 24 Jason Tatum.
Do you realize if Michael
That's
Porter
what he'll be
Jr.
doing.
never hurt his back, Damian, and he was in Australia at the same time as Ben Simmons, you wouldn't even know who Ben Simmons is.
That's
how
facts.
good Porter is.
He
Talk
is,
about
he
that.
is.
Well, Michael
That's
Porter
facts.
Jr. was the best player in the world for a
He
couple
was,
days.
man.
He should have been the number one pick.
Like,
Got the
it was-
best.
Yeah, man. I'm just playing, Damian. But no, look, I do think some of this is like,
Patty's averaged 20 at the Olympics 3 times.
yeah, he did. No, for
Bro,
sure.
he's one of the best
Nice,
ever
bro.
Olympic players.
I mean, shit, yeah, you give anyone a green light for Australia, they're gonna get a point.
He was hooping in 24,
Yeah.
Mars.
Guy
he was-
averaged 22 points.
was
on
giving Serbia
39%
issues.
shooting. Yeah, I could do that. Just letting everything go. I was
Is Joe Ingles gonna
Joe
suit up in
Ingles?
2 years?
No way. He's not.
Yeah.
He's 40.
Shout out to
Yeah, he's
Joe.
actual 40.
I think Joe Ingles is one of my
We're
favorite.
gonna have to
international
colonize
players,
Cole
bro.
Anthony somehow, some way. And
Oh,
get him
wow.
there.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is playing over there now. Yeah, sure.
We're gonna have
I
to
mean,
do that.
Ben Simmons could still do something. You know?
No, okay. Play center. Can he play center, Mars?
For
Hey,
Australia,
that would be
hell
no.
yeah.
Nah, Mars, that would be
Dyson
fire.
Daniels,
If
Taylor.
Ben-
Orlando,
if,
I mean, I guess.
Josh Green.
I don't know
Dustin
if Duop Reef
Daniels.
is eligible for you guys or if he plays for South Sudan. I'm not sure.
No, Duop Reef
Duop
plays
Reef.
for us.
But all
There you
right,
go. Duop Reef,
Landale,
yeah,
Matisse
Duop Reef.
Thybulle.
I need you to open your third eye
Mm.
though. But what's really gonna happen in 2036, brother? Open that third eye.
Okay.
By the time we get there, we're gonna have all the Americans playing for Nigeria. Open your third eye. Wake up.
Nah, I'm cool.
Wake up.
Baby. No,
Wake
we
up,
gonna play. We gonna play in America.
Wake up.
Absolutely.
You gotta see the vision, Ox. See the vision.
I don't want to see the vision. Like, hey, nah, but not.
We're going
I
home, bro.
I don't see. I am home right now. Actually, I'm in California. It's 110 degrees out here. I'm home, buddy. but no. Nigeria should actually, and they probably will be better. Are in these talks in about by that time. So up in Nigeria,
Who's on that team?
They got.
I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't know. Who's on the team now?
Yeah, like, do you know anybody?
No, I can't remember, but I remember watching, and they looked like they were getting it together. There's a couple guys.
Nigeria ain't gonna be worth a damn in 10 years.
Wow.
Maybe.
I mean, look, we saw.
The fact
We
that
saw.
you didn't say Nigerian basketball worries me a little bit there, but like
Well, we
I get
know
the gist of what
we're
you're
talking
saying.
about hoops though.
No,
but
but
shit.
clip it, somebody.
Well, no. So I mean, when you look at what South Sudan did, and just put like investing in their basketball, I don't see why Nigeria basketball wouldn't look at that and say, you know what, like
Look, they're gonna add a new
do the same.
game. They're gonna add a new game to the Olympics, and that's what the
bro, get him out of
Nigerians
here,
are gonna do.
Save him.
All right. Look, we're gonna get around to these super chats.
That game, we gotta wait for the Olympics to go to Houston before they introduce that, Ron.
All right,
we're talking
y'all.
about Swiper.
Let's get into these super chats. Salute to everybody that is watching the show. If you are watching the show, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you become a member, and just keep doing what you're doing in the chat. Salute to everybody that's in here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. The first super chat I got is from none other than Tupac Westside. Tupac sent through $10 and said, "Morning, fellas. Looks like Dylan Brooks got his bread. Also, looks like Mars is the only one raising an eyebrow. Thoughts? Congrats to Lonnie Walker signing with the Denver Nuggets. Great that he's back in the league."
What eyebrow, Mars? To what?
Shout out Lonnie.
Raising
Raising
an
eyebrow
eyebrow.
about Dylan Booker.
Dylan Brooks.
I think he's saying that
much
you're raising
bread,
an eyebrow
too much
about
bread.
Dylan.
You don't like that money?
Hey, I'm never gonna say I don't like someone
What
getting
was it?
paid.
3 years,
getting money.
72, correct?
I just
Yeah,
think he's overpaid. But
It's like-
I ain't gonna say I don't like the money. Get your money. But I wouldn't have given him that type of money. But
What
it's not
Mars? What is he? 28, something like that.
27, 28, 27.
I'd assume so.
27?
27, 28. Yeah, 27,
And
28.
he's on expiring this year.
He's
and
got to
then
be
3
older
year
than
deal?
that.
It's not expiring.
He's 30.
anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know he's older than 27.
I thought he was 28. I ain't gonna lie. He's 30.
He played like 3 years at Oregon, right?
24
Yeah.
mil a year.
He's 30.
That's
Yeah,
Josh getting money.
Dylan Brooks
he
was
turns
playing in
31
college in
in January.
2014.
He what? You said what, Mars?
He was
I mean,
playing
Ron?
in
Turns 31
he was playing in
in
college
January.
in
He was. Yeah, he was.
2014
Yeah, he
and
was.
2013.
Yeah, I only
Correct.
remember him in
And he will be
2016
31
at
this
Oregon.
season.
So,
Holy shit.
yeah,
I do
I
feel
mean,
very differently about that contract now. Never mind.
That boy Dylan Brooks was getting to it at Oregon. But shout out Dylan Brooks, man. He reinvented himself a couple times in the league.
Yeah, but shout out to him. Like once again, I'm not about to hate on someone for getting money, so I'm not mad at him. Like you take what you offered, but
It's a fairly movable
I
deal.
I think it's an overpay person. But
If he's able to do what he did this last year, like they could have a premium ish trade option on their hands with him, just because depending on how the CBA works, if somebody needs to take less money back, Dylan Brooks could be a good option to have at that number, the 8, total annual value. But I do like Dylan. He definitely hooped this year. He was the best scorer to start the year, and then he obviously tailed off, and Devin Booker got better as the year went on. And then he went straight. OKC said, "We're not going to let Devin do anything." and
had a
Devin Books
really
played
good
number-
playoff series. Yeah,
Yeah,
Guess what his agency is?
Clutch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to him though, saying all that
Hold
shit.
on,
about
Dylan
Clutch.
Brooks is signed to Clutch?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why he be messing with Bron like that. It don't even be real beef.
Do you think any of them have real beef, Ron? For real?
Well, I mean, I kind of thought that him and Braun, like, not real beef, like when I see you, I'ma fight you, but I thought it was a little tension there. But man, they just be playing with each other. Now that I know that he signed the clutch.
You and Harden signed to the same agency?
No, we not.
But yeah, shout out
No,
to
we
them.
not.
Yeah.
Shout out to
No,
Lonnie
it's great,
Walker as
man.
well. That's what.
And Lonnie Walker, yeah, he is back. I don't know why he was out of the league. He was with Brooklyn, then he was with Philly, and then he took this last year to go play in Israel. Averaged 15 points a game, shot 36% from three on 7 attempts a game in 40 minutes, by the way. So he was getting them up. Then he's coming back to play backup shooting guard with Julian Strother in Denver. And Denver all of a sudden has a bunch of athletes on the bench. So they're trying to rewrite the wrongs of last year.
Yeah, that seems to be the priority from the outside looking in is athleticism.
Yeah, I see.
So.
Yeah. Well, which I've been saying for years, but, they just shot John
It's
Wallace.
skyrocketed the tax bill though now, hasn't it?
Yeah, but they're probably about to. My two theories are they're getting ready to straight dump for cash, or they're about to trade for a combo guard. Is kind of with one of Cam or maybe Aaron Gordon as well. So we're gonna find out here very soon, kind of what they do with their money. But I actually don't mind the way they are building their team. I said they needed athletes. I said they needed more explosive athletes on the court instead of these small players. Now they got Tyus Jones, but that should also sign to you. Tyus is a backup point guard right now. He's not playing backup. He's going to be the third point guard this year. So shout out to them.
Yeah, 7 seed incoming.
Did you know Diallo in the Euro League, Ron? I know you're tapped in over there.
Yeah, Alpha Diallo. Yeah.
Do you know what were your takeaway? I mean, he got DPOY, but
three and D to the fullest, to the fullest 3 and D. But we'll see. Like he's
okay. Ron, how unbiased are you? Better defender than Shaq?
Well, I mean, they played in the same league, and he got DPOI. So.
I know, but like, do you in your heart of hearts think that Shaq
I mean,
is a
that
better
doesn't
defender?
necessarily mean he's a bad defender.
Yeah, I'm saying, do you think, based on what you watched?
I'll plead the fifth. But
he thinks he's a bad defender. That's what that is. Because if Shaq was bad, he would have said Shaq was bad.
I've never heard you refer to the Denver Nuggets in terms of like their team.
Oh, all the time, especially on the shows. Yeah, all the time.
So you like I like the way they're building their team.
Yeah, like I don't play for them. I typically,
you know what he's setting us up for, Penn.
Yeah.
You know what that is.
The switch to Philly.
When Swiper's free agency.
Yeah, switch to Philly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But typically I'm locked on
Everyone
and,
joining us over here. God damn! I mean,
y'all not really allowed for real.
Not.
Watson's
Oh yeah,
on
we know
offense.
you're not. Yeah, you might hate the Sixers team more than any team in the NBA, but
Oh yeah, absolutely.
everyone else though joining the bandwagon. Shame on you guys.
All right, the next super chat I got is from WTS Carry On.
What a question.
WTS Carry On said, who had more potential, Tyreke Evans or OJ Mayo? Could they be top 5 guards in today's league had they reached their full potential? Got to do an episode, Ron. Best players that never became reality. I like that.
I never really scored.
That's
with
our
OJ
age
Mayo.
group, Ox. That's literally our
Tyreek
classes.
Evans clear.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
Tyreke
I
Evans-
never
think
really
Tyreke.
scored with OJ.
Tyreek
Mayo.
Evans was crazy.
But
y'all.
maybe OJ in like
It's
high
not
school,
even a
but then Tyreke in like the
conversation.
league or college and things. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyreke Evans was projected to be like a true star, like true star, and then he had that crazy rookie year, obviously with the Kings, and never really, he just
And then we
just didn't
ruined
round
him.
out. Well, I mean, at some point you got to acknowledge your history, but I do think
Then
that
he ruined
Evans
himself,
wasn't
but
great.
yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't great. But yeah, in high school, Ox, when we were in high school, and we heard about Tyreke Evans, he was number 1 in 08 by a lot. Like it wasn't even a question. The question was 2 and 3.
You're
And
talking about
Tyreke
OJ
Evans
Mayo.
was. You said who?
Tyreek Evans was number 1.
Well,
He's talking
OJ
about OJ Mayo.
was. Yeah, well, OJ was 08.
They
and
were
Tyreke
different
was right-
classes, though.
Yeah, 08. He was 08.
Tyreek's older.
04? What? No, 04.
OJ in high school.
Tyreek's
was
older. I
seven.
thought OJ Mayo.
No, OJ's
No.
older.
No, wasn't Tyreek's 07?
Now I'm
OJ.
confused.
OJ is the class of Michael Beasley now, and Tyreke Evans is Brandon Jennings' class. I think.
Yeah.
My age. Like, Tyreke Evans is my age.
So wait, OJ was 07.
But Tyreke
Yeah.
was 08, wasn't he?
Yeah. OJ's 07,
Okay.
Tyreke is 08.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was
All
08.
right.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. He was in my class.
But in high school, in terms of like rankings, even if they were in the same class, OJ cleared him in high school.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
OJ is one of the best high school prospects
cold.
ever.
Ranking wise, yes, he did. Ranking wise,
Wasn't he
he
on
did.
Sports
Well,
Illustrated?
OJ, I think was the number one player in his class. Ranking.
So was Tyreke.
OJ 100% was the number
I
one.
think
OJ
Brandon
was
Jennings was number one in the country when it was Tyreek's class. No,
What?
yeah.
was Brandon Jennings not the
Oh,
number one player in the country?
I'm looking it up.
I
now,
might-
guys,
I
to
might be
confirm
wrong. I'm not
I don't
saying
think
I'm
so.
right, but once again-
So he was number. No, I got it.
Brandon Jennings was ranked higher than Tyreke Evans.
I'm looking it up right now. Tyreke Evans was. So this is the shooting guard. I want to go to overall.
Didn't Tyreke wasn't Kevin Love was in that class too, right?
Kevin Love is
Kevin-
OJ Mayo's class.
I remember OJ
Wait. Wait. Are y'all sure Tyreke wasn't 06?
No,
Tyrike's
he wasn't.
younger
20.
than
No, he
OJ.
wasn't.
06 is KD in there.
09.
Yeah.
Tyreek is the 09 draft class.
No, 06. KD,
No, but he
KD
was
not
08
06.
high
KD like
school
05.
class, though. He
08
was in
high school
mine.
class. Yeah, 08 high school class.
Yes.
Because 06 is KD,
All
Greg
right.
Oden,
So
those guys.
it depends on where you look.
Yeah,
So
I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about high school.
The top 10.
Yeah,
the
that's-
top 10 in
KD
high
is
school.
06.
The top 10 in high school in 2008 to
Nah,
Martin's point. This is
KD not
ESPN, by the way.
06.
This is one.
KD is
Brandon,
06.
Brandon
He went to
Jennings was
college in
one.
06 or 07.
Brandon Jennings was one.
was
Samardo
05.
Samuels was
Okay.
2. Tyreke Evans was 3. Drew Holiday was 4. Another name, Jermichael Green was 6 that year. DeMar DeRozan was 8. Tyler Zeller was 7. Then like Ed Davis was like 11.
This
and
is
Tim
Paolo
Ball-
was right.
Brandon
Brandon Jennings
This is the
was the
08
number one
class you're
player.
talking
This is
about, right?
ESPN.
ESPN 08, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
08.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
was
shout
right.
out to this list.
I'm
Greg
telling y'all,
Monroe,
OJ Mayo
OJ
was
in high
one of
school
the
was-
best high school prospects. They were saying he was going to be like he was getting that
Yeah.
next. You know when they say this is the next version of like he was getting that.
No, but he was behind Kevin Love and
But
Eric
from
Gordon
what
that year, though.
going back and watching, because once again,
Yeah.
Michael Beasley propaganda, I wanted to see why OJ was ranked above Michael Beasley. Eric Gordon was ranked above Michael Beasley. OJ Mayo, to me, like it looked like he was just bigger than everyone in high school.
He was when you look back on it,
That's-
he was.
Yeah, like that's
That's
what it
what it
looked like
was.
to me. So like that's why I said I was never really moved by OJ Mayo. It was like to me, it like was very clear. It was he's just athletically more gifted than everyone in high school, but it wasn't.
He was still skilled too, though,
that-
Mars, because he
that-
could
that
shoot the hell out the
He was
ball.
skilled at- No, his shooting was
Was
great.
crazy.
But like in terms of everything, like downhill, it was like, oh, okay, I get.
But
it.
Kevin
That
Love was the best player in that
07
class,
class,
though, Ron.
yeah, that 07
My
class,
opinion.
no, like that 07 class, Michael Beasley, Michael
Eric
Beasley,
Gordon,
and
Kevin
Eric
Love.
Gordon,
Kyle
Yeah,
Singler
there was
was in
them-
that
them
class. Derrick
Yeah,
Rose
but,
was in that class.
what's the
Yeah,
name?
Rose,
James Harden. Them
James
dudes,
wasn't
in,
even-
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
no,
and
but
Ox.
he
Ox,
was
guess who-
though. But he
guess-
was though.
no,
James,
no, he
James,
was.
James
But
Harden.
guess who was
he
also in that
absolutely
class?
was.
Guess who was also in that class?
Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake Griffin was in that class. He was barely.
That
top
class
five.
was
Right,
fire.
I'm just saying like on the like so the summer. So I'm talking about the summer of 06, like the summer of 06, just being in moving around in on the AAU circuit. Like OJ Mayo was, but it was James Harden. Like you know what I'm saying. Like James Harden and them dudes, Kevin Love. Those were the dudes. Like OJ Mayo obviously was still getting his respect because he was still OJ Mayo and he was like talked about. But it was the Michael Beasley show. Like it was the Michael Beasley show. It was James Harden. Them dudes were the ones that was
But
clearly
those- but
they're
Ox,
better.
For clarification, because it depends on where you were looking at. A lot of sites like Rivals and them, didn't they have Rose and Beasley 1 and 2 that year?
Swiper, Ox is speaking because he was in these gyms with these guys.
Above Michael
Yeah,
Beasley.
That's I'm only just talking about like I'm not talking about just like what the rankings. I'm just talking about like the buzz. Like when we were in those hardware classic tournaments, like in Houston, when we were in LA, or we were in the big time tournaments, stuff like that. Tennessee, when we were in those tournaments, like obviously OJ was getting his respect, like because he was nasty. But it was clear as day, like Mike Beasley and James Harden were the better ones. Like and Aaron Gordon, Eric Gordon was a legend. Eric Gordon was a legend, bro. Like, but the thing is, Eric Gordon was on a long time ago, since he was like young. Like OJ Mayo and Eric Gordon, they were already there. And OJ Mayo, and Eric Gordon was running Indiana. Like Eric Gordon was the dude. So, like respectfully, whatever the rankings say, it's whatever it says. But it was
Tyreek
clear
was
that
MVP.
like
Tyreek
it was clear
MVP
that
of
Mike Beasley was in a league of his own though.
But to be fair too, and some of this was the transfer thing because I remember Derrick Rose. He went somewhere before this. I can't remember when he went to Simeon. Right, is when he took off, and then Derrick Rose. I remember watching his highlights coming out going into Memphis, and then it's like what was it? Ox, like the first 5 games of that college basketball season is when everybody was like,
Yeah.
all right, well Derrick might be the best player in the world. Like in the country type thing.
So that's one player I never caught up with. Like I never seen Derrick Rose. I never seen him. Never been in the gym with D Rose. I don't know. All them other dudes I seen firsthand. Like this is there was something else. So I can't really speak on like what D Rose was doing. I've seen the clips just like everybody else. Like I seen the tape too, and he was definitely as good as advertised. I'm sure. But like when you got Eric Gordon and B Jennings going at it, like. Them dudes was on a whole nother level. And when you seen OJ Mayo, it just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't that. Like it wasn't.
That might be the case in terms of like when you was in the gym watching them play. But in terms of hype, rankings, and projections in high school, strictly in high school, OJ Mayo had it. Yep. State champ, and it was him and Bill Walker too. State championships.
Yeah,
he was ranked number 1 as a freshman, ranked number 1 as a sophomore, ranked number 1 as a junior, ranked number 1 as a senior. Like he was. They were projecting him to be that next prototypical shooting guard in the league, the next superstar shooting guard. 6'5", can shoot. Had a mid range. This is when the mid range was still the mid range. Had a mid range game.
What?
Yeah, Ron, I think a lot of that comes from, like you said, like freshman, sophomore year. I think a lot of OJ Mayo's hype came from just being a grown man before everybody else. I think it comes from 8th, 9th, 10th grade. But by the time they were going into their senior year, it wasn't that anymore. Like by the time everybody was 6'5", everybody was bigger. Like Eric Gordon was still on top, but like. Them dudes caught and passed him like it was clear as day the summer of 2006 that James Harden was better than OJ Mayo.
So when you saw him in person, you're saying?
Yeah, I mean just everybody because like it starts in
I didn't
early
know James
spring,
Harden was
like when we start.
until I saw him.
Yeah, I didn't know James Harden until ASU, so I can't really speak into that.
James Harden was the dude that we were
saying
scared
about
of. Like
yeah.
Like we didn't like. So this is the thing. So even my junior year, we lost and this is in high school. Not this is school ball, not AAU. In school ball, my junior year we were 2 games away from the state. Like my senior year, we made it. That junior year, we were 2 games away from state, and we were like, oh shit. Well, obviously we wanted to go, but we're like, oh my god, we got to play Artesia. Like I'm already like, damn, that Ronaldo Sydney fade is crazy. But I'm looking at Sean like, bro. You got to guard James Harden. Like, and we all just like, oh, man, fuck, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to get ugly. In California, the state championship is played in Sacramento. It was played at Arco. And so it's like, damn, like, my mama going to see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, we got to play James Harden, bro. But the reason we felt that way is because the summer before that, we're out there it starts, the AAU season starts in spring back when we were playing, it starts in spring, it's over into July. So it's like that first time it's kind of we're watching B Jennings, everybody, but then we're like, damn, like James, like this dude is cold. You know what I'm saying? And we see OJ Mayo too. It's like this one's better than this one, That's just from my perspective and from what I think was pretty much going around. Everybody was feeling that way. Oh, and that's no knock to OJ. Like he went to the league. True. OJ was dope. How are you gonna tell me that's not true? Because what you see on ESPN,
I exist, and
because what you see on ESPN, I'm talking about what people in the gym and what all these teams, what we're seeing, who we're playing against. When I'm on the court, we're seeing
everyone.
What are you talking about?
Or everyone
in that setting that he outlined.
Like everyone in the gym.
I'm not talking about what you're reading on the internet. I don't care about what you're reading on the internet. I'm talking about 7-8 tournaments in Houston, in Tucson, in LA, in Vegas, Battle of the Bay, in Tennessee. I'm talking about all these tournaments where they're big time tournaments.
So he was a top 5 recruit, like coming out of high school.
everybody in the gym when we're hanging out at like the bowling alleys and when we're doing all this and we're talking, you're like this. The conversation is this guy is better than this guy. So that's cool that ESPN and whoever these sneaker companies and all that got their agendas to push and they put whatever they want to put on paper. That's cool. Like I'm not going off of that. I'm going off of what's going on the court.
Yeah, I felt that way too, though. To be fair,
I'm going off actually playing against Ronaldo Sidney and realizing like, okay, this is a different level of basketball player. And then I'm watching him, Kevin Love, like, and then watching what Michael Beasley is doing to this dude.
Played DeMar DeRozan, Compton, right, and then had played James Harden, Artesia. You're saying in grade 11, grade 12, you would have thought James Harden was better than DeMar DeRozan?
James Harden was the dude, bro. James Harden was the dude. Yes.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. I just don't think that's true. Like at that
that's
point,
based on he's playing against these people, though.
Hey, y'all, right
James
quick.
Harden wasn't DeMar the year after James Harden?
They were both. Oh,
DeMar's 08. DeMar's 08.
DeMar's the year after.
So James Harden was not a top 20 recruit coming out of high school. And again, that does matter. He was not a 5-star recruit. Like,
why does that matter? Why does that matter?
Of course that matters because when we're talking about like what you did in high school, right? Like we're talking about like everyone thought that. Well, no, not everyone thought that. You thought.
Well,
that,
OJ. Well, look,
like,
the reason OJ Mayo was ranked so high.
The people Ox played against don't make the high school rankings. What's that going to do?
OJ Mayo was a grown man in the 8th grade. So when you go to these these camps and stuff, when you go to the double pump, the pump and rump, when you go to these camps that are ran by Adidas and go to the Nike camps, when you go to these camps and you're in the 8th grade and you're already 6'4", 205, they're gonna this kid is number one and he's gonna be number one for a long time. And then when everybody else gets 6'5", like James Harden was huge. These dudes get that size when they're 16, 17, but you got that size when you're 13. The ranking, these dudes, like they don't just change it for you. You know
I guess
what
I'm saying is like I think we're very much underselling the player that people were talking about in high school with OJ Mayo. Because I don't think.
Yeah, and I just told you
again,
why. I just told you why.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, I remember watching a lot of these guys too. Like, I'm not somebody who like, just started watching basketball in 2016 and is looking at ESPN now. Like, I remember those debates. I remember debating DeMar DeRozan. I remember being shocked in 2009 that James Harden had jumped DeMar DeRozan and Tyreke Evans because in high school it was not a debate for me, at least. Tyreke Evans versus James Harden. It was not close. Watching McDonald's All-American that year, it was not close. Like to see what Tyreke Evans was doing in high school, what OJ Mayo was doing in high school, like to me, like these guys were stamped as like next up, whereas James Harden was like, I think he was drawing like a little bit of Manu comp at the time. At least from people I was talking to, like, oh, he might be like a nice complimentary piece. Like, I don't remember anybody, at least like anyone that I read. And again, like not in your gym, not talking to people, your bowling alley, but I'm saying like the broader internet spectrum of like basketball discourse and people talking on forums and talking to people, everybody.
Right, but I mean, after in the tournaments, after the game's over, we go to the bowling alley, we hang out and go to the malls and stuff like that. We intermingle with each other. You know what I'm saying?
I went back to
and mind you, Pin, like. I never played against Tyreke Evans until he was already in the league. Like I didn't play against Tyreke Evans until he came to SAC, and so I don't know like as far as that goes. But Tyreke Evans was a different dude. Like I didn't realize Tyreke Evans was 6'6" until I played against him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I get what you're saying, but OJ, I just know from experience, like in Texas when we beat the Texas Blue Chips, we beat the Texas Blue Chips for the silver. It's the second division. We lost early, so we don't play with the D1 Greyhounds. So we go to that second division. We play the Texas Blue Chips. We beat them in the championship, and they're like, okay, don't trip because OJ Mayo is gonna be with us when we see y'all in Vegas. We like, nigga, so like. Okay, bring OJ ass there. We go bust y'all ass again. Like we wasn't worried about OJ Mayo. But when it comes to if we win this game, we got to play against when we're in Loyola Marymount College and we're playing against this team from Detroit, and we're like, if we win this game, we got to play against Mike Beasley. We like, God damn. You see the difference? Like we're like, oh my God, we got to play against Mike Beasley. Oh, we got to play against OJ Mayo. That's all I'm saying, Penn. I don't know about what was written on ESPN. I'm just talking about what's going on in the gym. We're not worried about OJ Mayo. We're worried about James Harden. We're worried about Eric Gordon. We're terrified of Mike Beasley. You know what I'm saying? Like
6'7" or whatever.
Yo, I want to hear
That's
from
a
Duke
common
though.
thing,
What up, Duke?
Hey, Duke, because what year did you graduate?
I graduated in 08.
So we all
All
the
right.
same age.
So I want to hear from you who at that time.
So
and-
OJ, so to clear things up, yes, Ox is right, but also OJ was definitely the best player in the country. Like was rated the best player in the country, and it wasn't close. It wasn't close. However,
absolutely was rated.
he was,
yes.
to Mars's point, he was held back, or he held himself back. He was supposed to graduate in 06. Like he was supposed to be in the class of 06, and he ended up like, I don't know what year he like stayed back, but I'm pretty sure he was like a super senior.
He was.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So he's supposed to graduate in 06. That's why he was so much bigger than everybody.
19 years old.
But no,
code.
OJ, I remember we played him one year and he was a real deal. Like, don't get it twisted. He was the real deal, but I
You
wouldn't
played
have
him?
said, yeah, we played him one year. My team.
Where at?
Down in Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. Was
You don't want to talk about it?
Yeah.
That was the breeding.
No,
ground,
no, I don't want to talk.
Why
Absolutely
not?
don't
What
wanna talk.
happened? No, what
He
happened?
busted our ass. He busted our ass. No, he's by far one of the best players I played against. But as far as like the best player in the country, like I wouldn't have said he was the best player, even from like the West Coast. I wouldn't have said he was the best player, but he
Where did you
definitely
play, dude?
was rated. I played up in Seattle.
Oh, Seattle.
I'm
So
from
you was up
Seattle.
there.
Yeah.
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 From
So
the
you,
West
but I'm
Coast.
saying, but
And I
you,
think
so
that's
you played the circuit on the West Coast, so you saw a lot.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
these
and I
guys.
think that's the reason why like Penn, like Ox is kind of where he's at, because like on the West Coast, like in comparison on the East Coast, like we're seeing it in a different light than like what the whole broad spectrum's seeing it. Like we're seeing a lot of different players that like didn't get very much shine, like to Ox's point.
Like Will Cherry.
Yeah,
you know,
like there's
Jerry
tons
Dog,
of.
bro.
I think that's what more, and like I thought it was interesting that he went to USC too. Like OJ, like I thought that was interesting. Like I don't know, there's a lot of decisions he made that kind of were really questionable for me, but definitely
Definitely why you
one
went
of
to
the best-
USC.
Oh yeah, he's definitely getting money.
He went
He's
to
definitely getting-
USC and got that
Absolutely.
bag.
That's why I said
And-
it was questionable. I don't want to put that out there, but yeah,
Oh,
he
okay,
definitely was
okay.
getting that
Duke,
bag.
I want to be clear, Duke. I'm not saying OJ wasn't the man. Like I never
No,
once
no,
said
no,
OJ
Cherry-
was weak.
Cherry
But
was
like,
funny.
it
Where
was
you're
like
coming from.
my thing, Duke, is like we were playing at a high level of basketball as well. Like no, most of the time we would, we lose one of those first two games, so we didn't end up playing against, like those D1 Greyhound teams or the SoCal All-Stars and stuff like that. But we'd still be in the same gym, in the same facility with the same college coaches watching our
Facts.
games. And so that's why I'm like, okay, we'll most of the time we'll catch one or two of these guys, and then we'll end up playing in that Division II round, which is still great basketball because there's like 4 divisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by the way,
so
to support your
Go
point,
ahead.
another dude that wasn't on the market, but the best
Dame?
player I saw, Dame, when he went to Weber, wasn't on the map.
But
at all.
Dame is from right down the street. So it's
Right,
like we knew who
right.
Dame was. Like, but you can't unless. And my only point I was trying to make, Penn, is like when you blow up as an 8th grader, you're usually one of the guys that's on the radar all the time. So I'm not saying that OJ Mayo wasn't the man. He went to the league. OJ Mayo was clearly better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like he was clearly better than most of the guys that were on my teams. But you know what I'm saying? We felt like we could compete with them. Like we felt like we could run with them. We didn't feel that way about Michael Beasley. You know what I'm saying? We did not feel that way about James Harden. That's my only point. And I'm not saying, like, once again, that's no disrespect to OJ Mayo. OJ Mayo was an incredible basketball player. I was just wanted to put it in perspective.
Was B. Jennings a part of that group for you, Ox?
Absolutely.
B. Jennings was better, for sure, in my opinion.
B. Jennings was playing with Taylor King and Renardo Sidney. That so-called All-Star team was amazing. You know what I'm saying? When you got the Ware brothers, I don't know if y'all know about them. Like we got them the two twins, the big white boys. You know,
Even Drew
like, there was a
Holiday.
lot-
Drew
yeah,
Holiday.
no, see, that's what I was
Drew
trying to get
was
to.
cold.
Drew
Drew,
Holiday.
oh
Drew
my
Holiday
gosh, he was so good.
And I never heard about Drew Holiday talked about in the news or ESPN.
No.
But everybody in
so
California knew what time it was with Drew Holiday. Like we all knew about Drew Holiday. Even Justin, Drew and Justin played together for that pump and run team, the Pump Brothers. They were on that team and they were killing everybody, bro. Like when we had to play them, and that was not fun. Like I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's like we had no action. You know what I'm saying? Like they were, bro. Drew Holiday was different. I always talk about that. Drew Holiday was different. And we all knew that.
He was.
Yes, said Travis Ware. Yeah, them dudes was cold, bro. And so that's all I'm saying, Penn. You're 100% correct about where OJ Mayo was ranked. I'm not trying to debate that. I'm just trying to say that most of the people didn't feel like he was better than Eric Gordon or any of those guys, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. I'm just giving you my perspective.
When
I
it
think where I
comes
veer
to like
different is
sports
when
in
you say
general.
like when you say I felt this way, we felt this way. That's cool, like because I really don't know what you were feeling or like why you were feeling.
Well, I'm
that way.
telling you.
But it's but WU, it's awesome. Like I could tell you right now, I felt, I personally felt that DeMar DeRozan was going to be better than all these dudes. Because
Debo was supposed to be one of them ones.
I saw him in grade 11 and I was like, holy
be a
shit.
top 10 all-time scorer.
This guy's gonna
Nah, but Mars, he was supposed to be one of them ones.
I don't know
But I
what you
mean-
mean by that, Ron. Debo was one of them ones. Like Debo was
one of them
cooking in
ones.
Toronto.
Nah,
Did you
He's one of
what
them
about
ones.
Jordan Hamilton? Do you remember him?
All-NBA,
But
All-Star.
What more than
I
high
definitely
scores in
felt
NBA
like-
history? I mean,
I definitely felt
yeah.
like Michael Beasley was
Yo-
going to be better than Derrick Rose. I was kind of shocked.
He still
to
would
be
have been if
honest.
he ain't go to Miami.
But again, like that's me saying like I
That was over.
felt,
Let's cook.
and then like when I extend that to everybody knew, I think that's where we go into a very different conversation because if everybody knew that James Harden was like that, then I have to wonder how the hell.
Well, I think he's
does-
saying the Hoopers knew though, Penn.
No. Wait.
In
Every
those
and I'm gonna stand on that. Like with the James Harden, I'm standing on that. I don't give a
James
shit
was-
what was going on ESPN. We all knew. There was nobody that we talked
It was a different time
There was
too.
nobody
Man. The
that
coverage wasn't the same as well.
Yeah.
But Ox
Right.
is, correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying everyone in those environments who are around.
That were
Yes,
playing the game.
yes, that's what I'm talking
and all
about,
that
yeah.
kind
But
of
but
stuff, yeah.
like I said, that's a more common thing than like I maybe is being like accounted for. Like when you're playing wherever in any sport and you hear about this guy's number one player, whatever, and then you play against them, and then it's like,
he's cool.
I guess that's the number one player.
Yeah, he's cool.
But then you play against someone else who maybe doesn't get that same buzz. Like you've heard of them, but vaguely, and then you play against them, it's like, okay, that guy is like ridiculous. Like that happens a lot. It's why like even like NBA players, you ask them like, who's the best player you played against?
Cam
It's someone
Reddish.
who, like
Yeah.
Cam Reddish was ranked number one, so like it's a little bit different. But like the premise of it's not always going to be the players who you expect because the experience is different to the coverage, if that makes sense. So like
NBA
I
players
get
say,
what
like,
Ox is
high
saying.
school
It is
players
true
for
in like
that.
basically every sport that can be played.
And
Ever,
but-
like,
and
everyone comes
just
up
to
against
follow that
people
up,
who don't
it's
get
the
the
same in football
recognition.
because there's players that
same in
we
every
played
sport,
against that like
Literally
top
every sport
10,
that
whatever.
has-
But
yeah.
these, I'm not scared of you at all, and you're not an issue for me. But then there's people that you don't know in Wakaka, whatever else the school is, and all of a sudden you can't stop them. They're the best running back I've ever seen in my life. And they could be 3A football. Like it just depends on where you are. Like a lot of this stuff is exposure to your point. And Penn's right, but also to add to the audience, at Mars's age, y'all have so many. You have so much access to like games and television and YouTube. We were the YouTube kids. So we didn't get like hella like people watching the games and all that stuff to the same degree and like televised game. That was like LeBron and Melo and Sebastian Telfair and whoever went to Lincoln in New York.
Right.
And all that kind of
OJ
stuff.
got a lot of games.
OJ too.
But
He got
OJ was
ESPN games.
kind of like the start of the YouTube.
He was.
stuff, no? Like,
He
yeah, like
was.
OJ was like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Tyreke Evans
OJ
was.
and Brandon Jennings.
Brandon Jennings was.
But that's
It
my thing.
really
though,
was
and y'all-
Brandon Jennings.
Right.
And like just right quick, Ox, because we
No,
talked
go
about
ahead.
all these guys. We haven't emphasized how good Brandon Jennings is.
Not at all.
I'm like,
mean,
out
he
of
gonna
all
remember.
high school players, Brandon Jennings is probably a top 3 high school player I've ever seen. That's how good he was.
In person. You're saying like in person. Like
No. I'm just talking about just through the. I never watched him in
Sure.
person. I'm talking about through the mixtapes and
How far are you
watching
going back?
games and camps.
How far are you going back?
It's probably KD.
So
That-
not Braun.
No. Bron's He was a little because during that time you still didn't. In 2003, we didn't have access to all of that.
Yeah, we were watching.
Like
we saw
I only-
highlights on the TV. That's it. At night.
Yeah, I only knew about Braun through ESPN.
Yeah. And
But,
like,
my thing is in that time, and I know Duke,
Kill Carl.
Ron, Swipe. I know y'all, or we're about the same age.
Yeah.
Bro, that was just a different era of basketball. Like from like 04 to 2010, the West Coast was on fire, bro. Like, and I'm not saying the rest of the country wasn't. So, chat, don't take it personally. I'm just speaking on just the circuit and the teams.
You were
players.
surprised if somebody on the other side of Vegas was and I mean that,
bro,
California, Seattle, and all them, Portland, Vegas, and then you
Bro,
had
it was
Texas sometimes, and then New York had a couple people, but it was the West Coast
well,
that
they
was
had
running basketball.
they had hoopers. Like, I'm not even trying to say it
Well,
was
they did,
better, or
but it
nothing.
wasn't the same.
I'm
though.
just
Like,
I'm just
yeah, for sure.
yeah. So
But
I don't know.
Those days,
just
if you had a
speaking- I'm just
reputation,
speaking
you had
on
like
that,
a
bro.
real reputation though. Because
It was
there
serious.
no access
Because
like
Because
now,
a
yeah.
reputation has to spread through word of mouth.
That's right. Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly
But
right.
when
try
you
not
got
to
like
take-
when you got all those players, and then like from my area, when you got DeMarcus Nelson and Kevin Galloway, dudes like that are going to Duke and USC, and you watch them play. Matt Johnson, them dudes from just my area alone, like it was going crazy, bro. So I got firsthand experience on that. Like, I was in there working out with them. I was playing with those dudes, and these are high level basketball players, bro.
Yep.
I feel like Penn, with all due respect, I got the right to tell you what was happening in those environments, as opposed to what sneaker companies and ESPN are pushing based on camps. Because one thing that's not widely known by everybody is that a lot of these dudes don't go to all the camps. Like a camp ranking doesn't mean as much as
I try not to take
we
the
think it is.
subjective opinions like too seriously, because like I know some of my own subjective opinions are pretty crazy. Like, for instance, in 2002, you remember a guy named Denham Brown?
Denim was tough.
2002,
Denim was tough. So my introduction to Denim was people in Toronto telling me that this dude for West Hill just scored 110 points, and the conversation on the in our high school when we went and like go to watch him play was, this dude is going to be a star in the NBA. But that's not how recruiting sites saw him. That's not how he was ranked. But if I had just seen that game of him putting up 110, if I had seen him blow out my school, I'd be like, damn, I guess this guy is going to be like that. Like, I I ran out of the way as Javon Shepherd was coming down for a fast break dunk. I remember Javon, DeVoe, Corey Joseph, all these guys being really impossible to stop. But I have to think outside of, like, what am I seeing? Because if I allow what I'm seeing, then Sim Buller and Negus Webston, those guys are like the best players in the country. And there's a subjective bias that if it's happening in your backyard, you're going to overrate it a lot.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing.
He's
We
talking
see
about James Harden
we see
too,
things
though.
differently. Wait,
Those guys went
hold on,
on
because
to
we
do-
clearly see things different, Pin, because I never ran out the way. You know what I'm saying? So our eyes just don't work the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying?
Working
That's
the
all.
same, but I mean, like, if Javon Shepherd was coming down for a dunk, you catching the body first of all.
Man,
But
don't move
second
for
of
none of
all,
them. Get up.
You're not 5'11", so quite frankly, I'm not doing shit. I can't dunk.
That's your problem. That's why you ain't make it.
He can dunk with an elbow above the rim. Like, there's nothing
Forget
I'm
y'all.
gonna do in
Now
that
let's do it.
situation other than have a very
Duke, we can't hear
awkward
you.
picture.
It goes to show how good the guys in the NBA really are, man, and how many guys were so good that just didn't get there as well.
Duke,
So
how
many
tall are
things
you?
so many things have to go right.
6'4".
to make them.
Yeah, Damian, and football player did it. But I guess I'm also too like the hooper athlete side of it. I'm 100% in Ox's camp, because I think Ox,
agree.
you're playing against it. I'm playing against it. Them rankings is cool, but also too, Penn, you know this, but this is for the audience. Rankings was different because we had when you were getting recruited in 2008, y'all, we were sending DVDs to teams. We were literally sending DVDs in the mail to teams, and like that's how they were recruiting us. You had to drive or fly to go get seen or for people to see you. Now it's like it's not even the same. We digitally upload everything. And so the access is different. So I think to Ox's point is like, bro, like if James ain't sending TVDs or somebody just didn't happen to go to those first 4 camps where James is averaging 28 points per game and bodying people, they just probably didn't know. And then he came on a little bit late too. And to be fair, I went to the camps at Washington, Georgia, all those places. Football, they would offer people on the spot they have never seen. Because all of a sudden this dude just literally walked in here, ran a 4.3, is built like an ox, and he plays corner and he's 6'2". We're gonna give him a scholarship offer right then and there. I think some of this is just like exposure was just way different. I think to Penn's point, OJ Mayo, Tyreke Evans, and all them, even for me, they were the dudes. But like even in football, we had Arthur Brown in middle linebacker that went to Miami. That was the #1 player in our class. But if you just watch him play, like, he was good, but he wasn't worth the hype of #1 overall. And I think some of it's the same thing with people like Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell fell. He was like 3-star, went to Michigan State. And the next thing you know, he get in the second round. He's the best running back in the sport. Like, it just depends on, like, your experience.
It's so hard to capture the moment, though. Like,
Yeah,
there's
you
a
can capture the
moment
moment
where
for sure.
Sebastian Telfair
Was a
like-
monster.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long moment, but it was a moment. Like, we're talking like a year and a half where people were like, okay, this guy's going to be the next franchise point guard. It's the same thing with DeMar DeRozan. It's the same thing with, there's so many guys that I can think of, like in that situation where, I mean, you see how their NBA career played out. Maybe they didn't even go pro. Maybe things just fizzled out for them, right? But there's a moment there where if you were locked in, you know, they were probably top 3 player, top 5 player in the country based on what most scouts were saying at that time. And I do care that most scouts are saying that, even though I understand that there are some players who fall through the cracks. Even if I understand that, like, you didn't play that tournament, that guy did play that tournament, like what Ox is saying, like, oh, this guy got rated and put on the national radar in grade 9. But, like, OJ Mayo wasn't a drop in the hat, flash in the pan type of situation. Like, OJ Mayo was, like, consistently for 3-4 years talked about as, like, that's the best high school player in his class. That's all I'm saying.
Yo,
Not mad
Ox,
at that, man. OJ was
hey,
the man.
that's
bro.
fair.
OJ,
hey, Ox,
OJ was
check-
absolutely dope.
check your phone and do what I told you to do. But while Ox is doing that, I'm gonna read this last super chat from Nims Gassed Up. Nim said, do you guys think there's any chance a guy like Cason Wallace makes the USA roster? I think he does a lot of little things to be considered. Love the panel lineup today. Damn, so he's basically saying he loves the lineup without Chill. Dub show.
Maybe. Yeah. If he continues to develop like
Yeah.
some level of offensive consistency.
It's an interesting
Yeah.
Say
name.
Jalen Suggs.
What, Chill?
Yeah, but even Jalen Suggs isn't a shoe, and I just think he's the most Derek White coded player in the league right now. That doesn't mean he's as good, but it's just in terms of what he
makes
brings
him
to it.
more Derek White than Cason Wallace?
The 3-point rate, the initiation that he's shown. Part of that might just be because he's on a different roster. Cason might do it in Orlando as well. But mainly just the quick trigger when it comes to shooting threes. The fact that they're both bolds definitely helps. But like real rim protection that he actually offers in terms of like Cason Wallace is more of a point of attack guy. Jalen Suggs is more of a wrecking ball defensively. Those would be the things I would liken most to Derek White.
So
Even if I
if
think
there-
Cason might be better than
So
him.
if I swap their hair,
Sure.
this one thing, just swap it. You know, give Jalen Suggs the full head of hair.
I still wouldn't compare Cason Wallace to Derek White. He's more he's more
every
like
bit
if
of it.
Drew Holiday sucked. Comparatively.
Yeah.
I
not bad.
was today years old when I found out that you were actually a lot lower on Cason Wallace than I am.
No, I like Cason Wallace. That was more in jest, but like stylistically, he's more like he's a watered down Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday and Derek White aren't similar. Jalen Suggs plays more like Derek White. Cason Wallace plays more like Drew Holiday. To me, it's just different styles.
I think
both
just
are
the
valid.
rim-
Yeah, I
think
agree.
it's
It's
just the
an
rim- I
interesting
think it's
name,
just the
though,
rim
to consider.
protection. I think it's the rim protection.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Yeah, which is why there was a super chat about the 2K ratings, which is why Derek White having the second highest perimeter defense on 2K is insane. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of issues. They only had Jamal Murray top 10 in 3 points this year. It's crazy.
Yeah, and
These gaming ratings are getting out of control.
No, he did.
Is it
Shot
confirmed
44%
Sixers
of
have
three on
4
7 attempts a
guys
game.
in a top 90?
5 pull-ups.
Like
The
above 90?
overrules aren't out yet. I think they come out next week maybe, but I'm assuming they're never gonna put Braun below 90. Jaylen Brown is for sure above 90. The only one who might not be is Joel Embiid.
So I think I read somewhere, and it could be false because fake news be spreading like wildfire. But I think it was 92 for Embiid, 92 for LeBron, 93 for Maxey, and 95 for Jaylen Brown.
I saw them all above 90. Yeah.
92 for LeBron.
95 for Jaylen Brown is hilarious.
95 for
92 for Embiid.
He should be higher for real.
The whole team.
But you know what's crazy in NBA 2K, like the original
Maxey should be
NBA
the best
2K,
team
like
on 2K.
literally,
They're
the
getting
first
lenient.
one, I do remember Michael Finley being a 95 and Eddie Jones being a 95.
The original 2K.
95? I don't remember. I'm saying I don't remember. I'm saying I don't remember 95 for Michael Finley. I remember like
Michael Finley was never a 95.
From my era of 2K, which is not 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was it?
NBA
He
Live.
might have been like an 89. He wasn't
the first 2K
NBA
I
Live
played
2004.
while it was out is 2K13. But I've gone back and played other 2K. But
What's your favorite one?
2K 16 maybe. 2K used to be a lot more harsh with their ratings. Like 2K16,
Yeah.
Steph Curry is a 93 overall. And Braun is 94, I think, or 95. Like now, Jaylen Brown 95. Like
That's crazy.
2015, LeBron James was a 95 overall or something like that. Like it was the bar is
How many
shifted
99s
so
have there?
much. It's insane.
Michael
This
Finley
year?
was a
Shaq,
95 ranked.
Kobe,
in
MJ,
NBA 2K1.
Braun. I think Braun was a
I just
99 in one of them 2Ks. I think.
I think I'm.
Yeah, like the mid 2000
That's why I played
2K
NBA
ratings
Live
were
at that
harsh.
The NBA Lives are the best, man.
Yeah. 95.
NBA Live, like what the mid 2000s.
The only
Yeah,
99
2004-ish,
the only
yeah.
99 I remember
Early to
seeing
mid.
is player name 23. That's only 99 I remember.
Actually 99.
Shout out to Michael Jordan.
In 2K1, Kevin Garnett was a 99.
That makes sense.
Shaq was on 100 on one of them 2Ks, no?
In 2K4,
One
Paul
of them. I
Pierce
don't
was a
know.
98.
But even on them
no.
old 2K games, like you could go on like Kobe's Lakers teams, and they got guys in the 50s. Like overall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
They was just a lot more
50,
harsh with the rating.
60 was like an average rating, I feel like.
Yeah, like they
the
was just a
average
lot more
player was
harsh,
like a
and
60.
I can say that for sure because I own every 2K from 2K. I'm trying to look right now. 7, I think. 2K7 up.
2K11 is my
Mars, you got
favorite.
a GameStop
2K11 is my
anyone?
favorite.
GameStop, no, but we have equivalents.
Do you order them
But-
online?
Yeah. So I have every 2K from 2K7 like in my possession. Except I think one of them because one of them was scratched and didn't work. But for the most part, yeah. It's very different with the ratings nowadays. Just doesn't mean as
why
much.
do you have 2K7 if you didn't start watching basketball until 2016?
He's a collector.
Because it's fun.
No, it's because I wanted to play the old basketball games.
They're gonna be worth money
okay,
one
you
day,
bought
like
them
Pokemon
back.
cards.
Oh no, they're definitely if I wanted to collect games that I think would be worth money, it wouldn't be sports games. They're like the most depreciative assets of all time.
They absolutely
'Cause-
are.
The games that become worth more are the games that aren't sold in crazy quantities.
Yeah.
So you need the games that so FIFA games, 2K.
Like the Power Rangers
those-
game from Nintendo.
Those
back in
aren't
the day.
those aren't
Any
gonna be ones
EA
that
game
are-
in general.
The ratings feel
Yeah.
more accurate back in the day than now.
Yeah, now it's just glazed. Like you average 24 for 2 weeks, you're gonna be at 89. It just doesn't.
Especially
it doesn't-
Madden. Madden's ratings are terrible now.
Christian Gonzalez, number one corner in the league.
That's one game I don't know about. I
Devin
don't know about
Witherspoon,
Madden.
91.
I tried to play Madden one time and that game got uninstalled instantly.
FIFA's amazing. No, I used to love FIFA.
I don't blame you. It's terrible. I agree.
I used to like FIFA. Since they became FC, it's been the worst game I've ever seen.
FIFA
But-
2008 was the best.
The Ronaldinho.
I like FIFA 09
yeah.
was really good.
And 09 was good as well, yeah.
I liked FIFA 12, FIFA 13, FIFA 14. The first one on the next gen was really good. FIFA 17 was good.
Mars, when I
And then
didn't
it
realize
started going downhill around FIFA 19, 20, 21. It
I
started
used to
going
buy
down.
the FIFA every single year.
That's
and
EA
I didn't
for you, man.
realize that when you play online, your created players would automatically join the rosters online. So I was playing somebody with like Real Madrid, obviously, because I'm playing with Real Madrid. And I had 2 created players on there. And dude got mad during like I was up like 4-0, right? And he's like, who are these players? And then he stopped the game and looked up the roster. I said, I didn't even know how this worked. That like I didn't realize because in Madden you can't like you play online, you can't just transfer over creative players. But in FIFA you were allowed
You
to
can do
it.
that in FIFA? That's crazy.
At least at the time.
I didn't
because
even know
don't
you could do that. Yeah, I didn't.
that
Even
was
I didn't know
years
that
ago.
either.
I'd be
All right,
pissed.
fellas.
I'd be pissed if somebody did that.
I got to get back to these super chats. The next one that I got is from Wit My Crew. He sent through 200 and said, Ace, Keontae, Triple J, Lori have 1.34 assist to turnover ratio. 22nd percentile in any lineup that played this season, not just starting. They need playmakers, bro. Just sign Ben Simmons, LOL. Could use his defense and passing.
I didn't know that stat, but that was my concern about the Jazz. That's why I'm like a bit more bullish, I guess, on the Jazz in terms of how good they're going to be this upcoming season. Is they don't have passes. It's like Keontae, Nurkic, and Darren Peterson. And then Jaren Jackson
Collier
is a black hole. Oh yeah, Collier as well, but he can't put ball in hoop. And he can't defend. So it's like he can only pass. So like they just lack like a lot of guys who can get the ball to their teammates, and they're relying a lot on like the motion of the Jazz offense. But I don't know how that really works, which is why I'm a bit more hesitant. But it could work out, and maybe there is some development from guys. I think JJJ is pretty much what he is at this point as a passer. And Lowry's not going to be a passer anyway because his job is to score. But maybe you see a slow development. Maybe Darren is a little bit better as a passer than I'm anticipating. Keontae can take another jump. Maybe Isaiah Collier can be a more viable NBA player. But I have my hesitation, my reservations with the Jazz.
All right, I got a $19.99 super chat from Masinko. My man Masinko said 2K ratings now are just part of the marketing rollout. Ray Allen, for example, doesn't have any set shot specialist badge, but people like Paolo do. Hashtag fire Mike Stauffer.
That's the badge for making spot jumpers. So Ray Allen doesn't have the badge for making catch and shoot jumpers, basically.
Wow.
I don't know. They do what they do on the ratings. Shout out to 2K, man.
That's so ridiculous.
All right, fellas. Well, speaking of 2K getting shouted out, because the Sixers have a couple guys 92, a guy that's 93, and a guy that's 95. Let's go ahead and talk about the most trending topic about the Philadelphia 76ers right now. And that is a certain guy that has, joined the new LeBron diet. Shout out to Joel Mzimpic. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this picture from Joel Embiid? Ox, can you go to the other one?
What am I supposed to be focusing on right now?
The comments, him using his left hand, Jaylen Brown take notes. There's a lot of things to take notice of.
Go
the
over
fact that he's in the facility in early August, a lot of things.
That's the fact that he's smiling.
The fact that he's happy,
Thoughts on these pictures, y'all? Joel's new physique. Obviously, it looks like he's lost a lot of weight.
Can we get a comparison? I want to see it.
There was a few comparisons.
I think Joel was in good shape last season, but he does.
That left knee looks brutal.
Looks like they've
just
chopped into that. They cut into that knee like 100 times.
He's just leaning on it. He's just leaning.
That's not even like that. They have. You know how much scar tissue he's probably got.
It looks manufactured.
Now, part of it is I do think he is like pushing off of the left leg, so it's more flex.
Right.
But part of it is also he's dealing with he's had a lot of surgeries on that left knee, so it's not gonna look the same like ever. But yeah, shout out to Joel.
But he said but Ron, he did say this is the first off season that he hasn't had some sort of surgery. So like even when he's on the pitch calls to LeBron, he's telling him like he's healthy, which was one of the big ceiling deals. And dropping weight is obviously going to help reduce some of the stress on those knees. Maybe he becomes a little bit more of a finesse big with some of this stuff, and he avoids contact down low, maybe until the playoffs. Or we've seen this though, like dropping weight also helps with mobility with guys. We saw it with Dwayne Wade, LeBron's done it. Like all the great ones eventually go through like a reduction in weight just to help them maintain some sort of explosion. But I mean, it would still count.
I mean,
for
Joel
a guy
Embiid is
that's
going to
had
be one of
so
the
much
strongest players
load.
in the league, regardless.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
And the
he
Sixers-
Curious to what he's going to look like on defense.
But they don't need like
that him dropping weight would
100% healthy Embiid.
hopefully help with the mobility
Yeah.
side of things. But in
Yeah.
terms of the offensive approach, I don't think that actually changes that much. I also he wasn't out of shape last year, in my opinion. I also think some people he probably still weighs about 260, 270. Like it's not.
Bigger than that.
don't know.
He probably heavier than
No,
that.
he's
Yeah,
heavier than
like
that. He's
it's
bigger
like
than
he was
that.
what playing up maybe like 285 maybe last year. I don't know.
No,
Like
that's
he's
crazy.
still
He's
going
not
way a
big.
lot. Like, he's still going way a lot.
They don't need
Like,
100%
He
healthy.
probably like
Embiid.
290.
He might be he's closer to 300 than he is anything.
He might be
understand that Zion
290,
is a
bro.
I
completely
doubt
different.
he's 300.
Zion
I mean,
Ox
from
is
what I saw, I would doubt it.
265,
But I
Get
don't.
him at 75%.
No, I'm not. I'm 275, 280.
Yeah, I'm 265 pounds, bro. He is 7'2",
Okay,
7'1".
maybe.
Yeah.
I might,
That's a
I might
big
be
guy,
able
bro.
Because he got about
They just distributed way.
4 or 5 inches on me. Like
Yeah, he's 7'1". Yeah, he
huge.
might be around 280, 285, 290.
He ain't got no
that's
inches
what I'm
on me,
thinking,
Ox.
285 too.
Which
I
is
just
once again that
Relax,
lends itself
bro.
to the point of he's still going to be stronger than
all right
damn near
here.
everyone in the league anyway.
I wish they had a better backup big for him. Is the only thing.
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
be-
What's his name?
Dembona.
Doma. What's
Dembona.
Bono.
Ademba,
Bona, that's right, Bona.
Yeah, and then Huck Porty.
You know what? I was talking to my brother like last week, and I think they need to go figure out a way to get the dude from Orlando, the one I love, Bataze.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
go.
Oh yeah.
Goga.
Yeah, he
They
hasn't
need
been
to
as
go.
good. He was really good a couple seasons back. Then he got hurt, and then he hasn't really looked the same since. But like, if I was Philly, I think Goga would be like.
What about Mo? What about Mo Wagner?
Mo? Just went to Brooklyn, right?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I thought you was
That's
talking
right.
about
Philly-
Mohamed.
Philly can't
I thought you was
sign
talking about
anyone.
Mohamed Bamba.
Oh no,
No.
Mo just
cut
signed
that.
with Brooklyn, I think.
Philly can't sign anyone until December, so unless they do any type of trade, so we'll see.
I mean,
Buy
but
him.
Sean, like we talked about it before. Like I was maybe a couple of seasons ago when we were talking about just the size of a guy. Like when you're that tall, your joints, like your knees, ankles, hips, all of that, there's a different level of torque. Like when you're moving, and then when you got that extra weight, that it's even more stress. Like the torque on your knees, it's way different for a guy. Like it's exponentially different for a guy that's 7 feet tall as opposed to a guy that's 6 feet tall. Like it's not, it doesn't go up base like boom when it's like when you're that tall and that heavy, you're putting so much more stress on your joints. Like so losing weight is a really big deal for a guy of that size and somebody.
I was
that's
against
as
Anthony
mobile as
Davis
Jordan.
bulking up the way he did. I don't think that did him
Right.
any favors, and I think the injury started ramping up. It
That's
coincided with that.
Well, I mean,
But
some
also
of that's
a part of it with Joel Embiid is like
32.
he's 7'1" and 290, 300, whatever we're saying he is. But the way he moves is not like a big. So like
Right.
he's still
Today?
putting on a different prior like his
Yeah.
career. Yeah. Like the
Move
way
like a
he moved, like
6'5" dude.
he moved like a
More
7'1" wing.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
when you're doing all of the things he's doing out there, like in terms of the agility stuff, the change in direction, the drive, like all of that stuff, like that's a different level of like upset force and torque on your joints as opposed to someone who is maybe a bit more lumbering. I don't know if that's the right word, but like it's different. So like none of that really helps. But him saying it's the first off season he's been healthy like throughout. Optimism, I guess, but you know, September hits and all of a sudden, knee swelling. Like, you know, like,
They don't need him
So-
100%.
And he already looks swollen.
I mean, they
75
don't need him 100% in October, but April it was for damn sure help. And I don't know if 100% Joel Embiid exists. Well, no, he probably doesn't. But like 100% of what is his new 100%, they would still need that. So
So
It is good to hear that though.
The point of showing these pictures was
Very
to show that he's lost weight, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if we're saying he's 280 now, are we saying that he was like north of 300 before? Because he does notably look like he's lost weight.
I don't think he was north of 300 last year, but I think in like 25 he might have been. 25 he looked very heavy. This last year I don't think he looked extremely heavy. I thought he looked slimmer
Does
then.
him
But
getting lighter, and I understand the whole point about, you know, joint load, all that stuff. I get it. Does him getting lighter make him a worse basketball player? Because one of the hardest things to stop about him is the fact that he is just stronger than most people that he goes up against.
he's still going to be
strong. He's
he's
still going to be
stronger than
strong.
most.
I think so. I think he'll still be strong. Yeah, like he's
For some of
still
you
Joel's
guys,
heavy.
like Joel's what, like at worst maybe the third, fourth strongest player in the league. I
I can't
was.
say. I can't call it. But the
So
weight
Isaiah
though,
Stewart
Mars,
than
like
him, probably?
even if he's
Isaiah
if he's
Stewart
Steven Adams.
I don't know if he's
290,
stronger than them.
Yo,
Steven
he's
Adams.
like
strong.
if
He's
he's
strong.
regardless of if he's
Oh, for
290 or 270, that's still a lot of weight. Like he's still going to be strong. 270s is huge. 265 is still a lot of weight. You know
And
what
you're
I'm
still
saying?
not going to
So
be
it's
able to
still
guard
gonna
him
be-
without
Steven
fouling.
Adams.
Like
He's
that's
not
still.
stronger.
But you guys,
Is he
no, but you
stronger
guys
than
know,
Nikola
like
Jokic?
in
Well,
preseason,
the three
it's
names
not
I
always
thought of
your-
instantly was Steven Adams, Jokic, and then maybe you think Valanciunas is like up there.
He beats his
But like
Zubac.
everyone else,
Zubac, I guess, yeah. But
yeah,
like,
like
in-
so like he's
yeah.
what top 5? Like who else are we really gonna be naming?
I don't know.
Scotty Barnes.
Like
Big
he's
guys,
still one of the
Zach
strongest
Edey,
players in the league.
Klingon, you know, it's going to be huge.
And then you
regardless.
can't you still can't defend him without fouling regardless. So like
Durant, he's up there too.
he's going more.
Hartenstein,
He's going to shoot 10
Yeah, but
free throws a game because
he doesn't.
he's Joel
But
Embiid.
Durant
Like,
and Durant and to me Embiid too, they don't play at their weight. Like,
No,
but I think Embiid is consciously not playing at like with the physicality because of his body
Oh,
though. Like
shit,
he
Giannis.
doesn't. You know what I mean? I think there are players that play that
I
you.
don't think Giannis is stronger than Embiid, but that's fine.
I think
No,
Giannis
but
plays more physical than Embiid.
but you guys know that like in preseason, this might not be his playing weight though. Like a lot of guys like will lose
Yeah.
a bunch of weight and then they'll
Add
as the
on as
season's like
season.
exactly and then they'll start to get to their playing weight. So he could be just light now because he wants to get through preseason. But
Metabolism also slows down a lot before, like after 30. So
Yeah,
whereas like
absolutely.
I hear a lot of guys like Chris Bosh used to talk about how he would come into the season, he'd be super heavy, and then throughout the season he would lose like 8 pounds because guys they work out so much, et cetera, et cetera. I think with Embiid it's probably the other way, where he's probably going to gain 8 to 10 pounds. So it might actually be better for him to start out a little bit light.
But why is that though? And I'm asking just out of curiosity, not like try to get a gotcha moment or nothing like that. I'm just curious to know why. Why would he?
Why
gain
would
weight
he
throughout
put
the
on?
season?
I'm asking for a got you moment. Why would he do
Well,
that?
would he is he gaining weight like just because of natural, or is he gaining weight on purpose, or and just why is that happening?
I think he just puts on weight more easily than, someone like Chris Bosh, who notably had discussed them. There are a lot of guys like that that just they don't hold weight well, either because their body
sometimes-
just burns it way too quickly, or
and sometimes guys sometimes guys feel better at a different weight. Like Ox, when you were playing, did you feel better at like a certain? I know for me, I did. Like there was a time where like I knew it could have even been like a kilo and a half, 2 kilos. I actually felt it, and I knew I had to reduce. And then sometimes when you get too light, you're sort of like, nah, I need to put on a bit. I'm getting bumped off the ball or something. So were you guys like that as well, where you can feel like an ideal playing weight isn't necessarily a playing weight where you feel like you're comfortable? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
that's-
So like when I
yeah.
used to like to get out and run. Like I'm trying to get up and down that court. So I like to play at 230. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm way heavier than I was when I played ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot
me
of it's
too.
mindset too. Just having a more physical mindset.
Ron's the same size though because he didn't really have guards and littles. Don't really worry about like, the weight like that.
You
but-
have no clue how big I was back in my
No,
playing
yeah, I
days.
know how big you are.
You
You're
have,
the same size.
yeah, you
Shout
have
out.
no. Hey, Ox, you better tell this
Been
nigga.
small
Hey,
for
I've been
forever.
telling them. I've been
Hey,
trying
you
to
better
tell
tell
them.
this
They
nigga,
don't
man.
listen to me, bro.
Are you
Hey
heavier
Ron,
than you used
hey
to be?
Ron, they don't listen to me, bro. I be trying to tell.
I listen
I
to
be
you
trying
all the
tell them
time.
about you.
Ron was
Hey,
6'5".
Swipe,
LeBron,
I
see-
used to be
I see your
swole for
rivals-
real.
You used
I
to be
see your
swole?
rivals profile. You were 6'5", 142.
Now just shredded.
142. Oh my.
6'5"?
6'5", 142.
The
That's
142 is more believable than the 6'5". Yeah, Ron. I'm saying, but like I'm
142
30.
is crazy.
I'm way bigger. I'm heavier than I was. I mean, I was 225, 230, 232. Like going into the.
I'm
camp,
I'm
like,
also
pro camp.
heavier. Yeah.
Did you
You know what
play
I mean?
middle linebacker or outside?
Middle wall. It depends on the package.
What is
Like
two
Will
shit?
specifically.
What do you guys do?
inside
Gotcha,
linebacker.
gotcha.
Yeah.
In kilos, that's about one
230 is about
110.
105, I think. It's about
105.
Yeah, 105. Yeah,
My
105.
playing weight was 57 kilos.
Jesus Christ.
What's that?
What is that in
pounds? Yeah, I don't know.
Like 130?
Like
Jeez.
135.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
So
125.
So
Yeah,
the
125.
what is it?
Probably fast
the
as hell.
formula the formula from kilos to pounds is you multiply or you
I'm
double it
5'7".
and add
It's like
2.25.
you,
I'm 5'7".
it's
yeah. So you
2.2,
multiply it
2.2.
and add
Yeah,
add
2.25.
20% or 10%, 20%, 10%. Add 10%. Multiply and add 10%, right?
It's just times
don't know.
2.2.
Yeah, it's like
Well, yeah, I mean,
2.7,
when I-
2.2. So yeah, at 10%,
Yeah, so-
I guess maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, multiply.
I'm
and add
5'7"
10%.
though, so I'm not big.
Making my head hurt.
Yeah, but 5'7", I mean, still, go down.
Somebody said,
yeah.
somebody said 140
125?
is victim weight.
No, I'm not gonna lie. 125 is.
Ron is one.
That's
Ron
crazy.
is victim weight right now.
Where did you
on
play,
PC.
Dillion?
I played at central midfield. I had
At
to-
125?
Yeah, but I was box to box. Like, I was very
What position you play?
in the central midfield.
Oh,
So I was like very much box to box. Like my playing style was like
Kante
avoiding-
running around.
Yeah, my playing style was like avoiding contact there for the most part. so that's
Clearly.
why-
He got snapped in.
Think Juan Mata. Think you know. Yeah.
Okay,
David Silva.
Yeah, I'm looking up-
David Silva, Juan Mata, yeah.
Damien, I'm
You're
looking
like
up your-
Earl Boykins in there, man.
I'm looking up your football stuff right now, Damien. Like literally as
there
we
might not
speak.
be
So I
much
need to see
nowadays.
much myself. I'm seeing it. I'm watching it. Actively watching it.
125 is crazy.
But like looking at
Like
it now,
Spud Webb.
it
You
fits
were like
though.
at, like,
But that's
what,
just
3
fat.
3%
But you
body
just
fat?
fast as hell though. Like
I was
Just-
so shredded, bro. I was really shredded, man.
Like 3%
What?
body fat, 2%.
Yeah.
like 2%
was-
body fat. That's crazy.
We used to do like skin folds. You guys used to do them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good old days.
You used to get fined if you were like over 10% and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mars, what do you? Yeah, I mean, but
The
when you
good old
played,
days.
you were smaller too, though.
I mean, obviously, yes. But I wasn't 125. I was like
145.
145, 150.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
still so small.
Cause I was like 65 to like 70 kg.
But Mars, you're 20.
good, though.
But you're
now,
20.
yeah, now it's woo.
But you're 23 though. Like, so if you wanted to change your life though, like you could.
I could,
easily
yeah. It's not
in the
it's not
next-
difficult.
There's
yeah.
still time for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
my
that's
life
for
is not over
anybody.
yet.
Anybody
Yeah,
could.
but Mark-
No, we-
I mean,
we
like
all
swipe.
can.
Not over,
Anybody
man.
could change their diet though. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could just
100%.
decide to. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna
look,
eat
if I
raw
decided
veggies
that
for
I
2
wanted to look
months
like
and then
Ron,
boom.
like, and I changed my diet and I said I want to lose 60 pounds, then
Never.
yeah, then for sure. I mean,
Never.
I could do that in a heart.
I think you'd
Swipe,
have
what
to.
you got
your
to
head alone is
understand.
60
You
pounds.
think it's just 60?
Ron,
He's
Swipe, what you
205.
Is he?
Yeah.
Ron, you got to be 218, 220
No, he's
now,
2.
though.
Oh no, he's not, bro.
I would have thought
not.
he's lighter than that.
He's 205.
Nah, but what you
dog.
got to understand about Ron Swiper is dude can really sit down for 3 weeks and then get up and just go run 15 miles. Like,
I don't disagree
Boom.
with you. I told Ron he needs
just
to
get
go
out
run-
of there.
No.
Just get out of there and start running and just be like, God damn.
No, I've already said Ron needs to go run for the Sudanese team. I done been said this already. He could easily do
No,
this.
Ron,
He
no,
could
wait,
easily do
Swiper.
this.
So Duke, you know, like out towards the coast, like in like the Edmonds area, they got
Yeah.
like kind of like by the water. So they got these trails
Redondo
out
Beach and stuff?
so
Yeah.
so
Yep.
we used to walk down probably like 2 miles down. We're walking down the whole
Yep.
time, and then we'd get to the water. We'd touch the water, and then we'd just get back to the parking lot. Me, Ron, and Shaq. I'm talking about we'd start running for like the first like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Like Ron's in front of us,
Yep.
Shaq's a little in front of me, and then I'm right behind Shaq. Bro, I'm telling you, probably about a minute in, I'm still like Shaq's still probably like 20, 30 yards in front of me. I can't even see this dude. I'm like, yo, where's Ron? Like, and then once we finally get back up top and like we're running uphill the whole entire time. It's all
Yeah.
the way uphill. When we get there, like Shaq gets there probably about 45 seconds, a minute before me. When we get there, I'm like, damn, Ron already done. Like he's caught his breath. He's just, come on, man, let's go. I'm like, nah, but we gotta sit down for a second.
But you know how this works though. Like it's the same
and
thing in football.
and Swiper, this is a while back, so I'm still at this point
No,
like
you're in good
230.
shape.
Like great, I'm in great shape. You know what I'm saying? And I'm running hard. And like, bro, he leaves
No, but
us in
thi-
the first
no,
2
but I
minutes
think
of
you're getting this confused.
15-minute run.
Swipe,
Even in
280,
football,
right?
there's skill, which is corner, running back, wide receiver, big skill, linebackers, and tight ends. And then there's your heavies. I ran in this group to this group, but even in the skill group, I was first in everything except for when I ran against these dudes, because there's just side. Ron is a skill. He is a natural runner in many ways in life. And if you look at the way
So humble up
even the
there,
workout
man.
we had in Venice Beach, you saw Ron was killing it. He just has a different kind of physique.
But that's
He's
what I'm
a
saying,
great
Swiper.
athlete,
Like
right?
it's
Great
just 1 week you just decide, you know what? I feel like doing this. It's like, bro, calm down.
No,
bro. Like,
I've told Ron multiple times that, and he, I'm not trolling when I say this.
I'm not finna be
All right,
running
all
like
right,
no
all right,
damn
cool.
fool for 10
I know,
miles.
I know, but I said if Ron decided one day that he wanted to actually
Coach
put that
Swiper.
to use and go run Ron could legitimately be a great 5K, 10K runner today.
Yeah, no, but
out there
Swiper, what y'all don't know is this dude really could be in the Olympics on some triple jump shit. Like he
agree.
one year he decided to do the triple jump. There's 1 year he decided to do the triple jump. It was like
Come on, Ron.
placing,
Do it for us, man.
and like never did the triple jump before. This one that I'm gonna do the triple jump. Boom, boom, boom.
Do it for the
What's
people,
going
man.
on?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
Swiper, you're
Swiper.
280,
and
right?
then,
Yeah,
and
buddy,
then just
change it,
decided,
buddy.
okay, I'm done.
What?
How heavy are you? 280?
260. 260.
260.
280
So
is
you're about 80 pounds away from sumo wrestler status.
Whoa.
You almost
If-
there.
Whoa.
340
No,
is sumo?
if you
Better
ever
get
want
you
Whoa.
some boiled eggs, Swiper.
if you
Sumo
wanted to
swiper?
put on 80 pounds,
What?
that's a
No, but I
pretty-
couldn't. I couldn't physically do that though. I'm
Hey,
I was
Pin, what is he
wild.
closer to,
Okay.
sumo or suedo?
I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't. I physically
I
couldn't
mean,
do that though.
I mean, just to put that into context, like the second division sumo wrestlers are about 337 pounds.
Yeah, but you
Around
got to
your height.
remember though. There's a difference, and this is why I was trying
Different
to tell
body
people
type,
like
though.
I'm strong.
Sumo or
Like
Swiper?
I'm very strong, but there's tiers of strong. There's
I
like
seen Ron roughing you on
there,
that train.
there's on the train and got jumped with 3 other people, right? And then Saquon Barkley, for instance, is 225 pounds. That
Hey,
is a-
Swiper, my son over there. He said, yeah.
yeah, and your son got it on video when all 3 of y'all knuckleheads
Yeah,
came
I got
over there
on-
looking
I
like
got
some
on video.
doofuses.
I got you.
Yeah, exactly. And Chill got involved too, by the way. That's so just y'all want me to respect Chill and his age, yet he's jumping me. Like, do you understand how
I
that
mean,
sounds?
I'm thinking about
I
this
was not
because
involved.
You were saying
No, you were
Ron
not
should-
involved,
Ron,
no.
Ron should run for Kenya.
No, but no, Chill, but
given
Pin, no,
given
Pin,
your love for anime,
No.
and
I'm-
Japan.
because I'm giving you an actual what he could do based on his body type. I don't have the physical capabilities to
Not
do
yet,
sumo.
not with that
Swiper,
attitude.
based
No,
on
no,
your
put on
body
80
type,
pounds,
you would be
might.
able to go out there and wrestle with men and enjoy
No,
it.
I think y'all, yeah, sure, Ron, love is love, but I think some of this is like wrestlers are elite athletes too. By the way, there's a dude, matter of fact, that's gone 5 straight Olympics in wrestling in the heavyweights and won 5 straight Olympics, and he's in his 40s.
Cuban guy.
Yes, like
Oh.
so. Yeah, like you can if you're like that, you're like that. But like I'm not a. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
You should do the
I'm-
breakdancing, man.
So we trying
I
to
could- yeah,
plan
I
out the
could
next
do
5 years,
stuff.
Swiper, because
All that
you go
stuff.
do the sumo thing in Japan.
No,
you
but
hit
Pin,
up
I
all the
think
anime
you're,
stuff,
but
and then
Pin,
you
you're
come
being
over
funny.
and
I'm
not-
being
not-
serious.
I'm not trying to be
I
funny.
think
I'm trying to be your
Ron
manager, bro.
actually is the kind of
trying to be your
athlete that could
manager,
do
'cause then
the,
we can
that
parlay
could do
this
all of the
to a
stuff that is
WWE
like
career.
the combination of things and everything, like all the
Do you realize what a
the
great WWE
triathletes
heel
and
you would
everything
be?
else. Pin is
Man.
just talking.
You
I
probably
don't
would
have
be
the
good
physical
WWE
ability to
Swiper.
do any of
Yeah,
this.
you would.
You're not
Yeah.
paying attention
No,
to me,
I
but
absolutely
I'm
actually
giving you-
would.
I'm giving you a
Yeah,
million
you
dollar
actually would.
idea, and you just
You,
But on-
you,
but on the
you,
other
you and
side of
Rikishi
it-
are too far from each other.
But you got to remember again, just for doing all this other stuff. We all grew up in the Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin Triple H era. I wanted to be a wrestler. I just stopped
Attitude
growing
era.
this
we
way.
can tell.
I just stopped growing this way. The Rock is 6'4" and he's small in the WWE. Like
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
crazy.
They're
size
massive.
component.
They are
Chris
massive.
Jericho
Yeah, it's not
is
even a
shorter than
question.
you.
It's
Chris
not even a
Jericho is
question.
shorter than you.
No, Jericho's
Bret Hart
not.
was shorter
Jericho
than
is
you.
6'2", dog. He is
No,
not
he's
short.
not.
But he's also on roids. I don't want to be on roids.
Yeah.
That's not good for your heart. I'm
First
so
of all-
good on that. I'm
first of
so
all,
good on that. I'm good.
I
I'm good.
remember all wrestling heights are stretched and lied about completely. Kevin Nash was allegedly 7 feet tall. He was not 7 feet tall. He's about 6'9", 6'10". Hulk Hogan was 6'7". He was not 6'7". He was 6'3".
What about the Big Show? Was he a legit seven?
The Big Show initially,
Big Show was-
he was initially billed at 7'4" when he was the Giant for the WWF. Sorry, for the WCW, and then they adjusted it to like 7 foot, 7'1". They lied about all those guys' heights.
No, they do that in the NBA too. They do it in the
and
NBA
the
as well.
NWO.
Yeah, like
they
Derek
lie
White,
a
who was
lot more
6'6",
in
and they got him
They
ranked
lie
at
in the
6'6".
NBA
They got
all
him
the
at
time.
My
6'6".
point is, Swipe, if you were in the WWE,
I would make a lot of money doing WWE, but I'm 36 years old. But I think if I would have done that instead of college sports, and remember, that's how The Rock got started. But The Rock was also 280 pounds when he started because he played D-end at Miami. And then he had a father in it, and he had a grandfather in it, Rocky Maivia. And then what happened is, once The Rock realized that I can shoot up and lean all that body fat out, and he was a star. And so he took over wrestling. I don't have that.
You think that's steroids, man?
Yes.
That's Zoka. man.
Hey,
Today-
Swiper,
The Rock
Hey,
at
take-
50
on, man,
take
that's
your head
legit.
He
off.
was definitely on.
The Rock, the Rock at the Rock.
You
at
you could pass
54
as one of the
years
Rock's
old.
relatives.
The Rock at 54 years old right now. Yeah, no thanks, bro.
You could pass as the Pebble.
No,
I mean, he's like a billionaire.
Hey, you know what you could pass at? You know what you could pass at? No, Ron, go ahead, put yourself back on screen.
Oh gosh, here we go.
You know what you could pass at, Ron? Remember Arthur the Aardvark? That's you. That's you, Arthur the Aardvark. That's exactly you. That's what Ron can pass at. But some of this is just like, yeah, you got to know.
Is Ron
what sport
Goldust?
you're elite in. Ron is
Your body
easily
changes
Goldust.
over time. Your body changes over time.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Ron is easily Goldust.
Sorry,
Absolutely.
That's not even funny, bro.
Absolutely. No, but by the way, I don't know if y'all know
Yo,
this.
Mars might be Goldust.
Goldust has an
Stevie Ray.
elite story.
Come on, man.
Goldust actually was elite for the time. He was just ahead of his time. So Ron, you are
Goldust is a
great
wrestler?
gimmick.
Goldust was.
There was
Goldust
Ron
was
is a
on
great.
10.
Matter of fact, hey, you don't know this, dude.
Rikishi?
I just need to let you know. Ron has a
Rikishi?
Ron has a Goldust fit in his closet right now that he has access to that he can easily use. Ron, go
Goldust
pull
was doing
that
some
pull that
questionable
outfit.
shit.
Ron, pull that outfit out of the closet real quick, Ron. Go grab it. Go grab it real quick. The one that you got the little tail for. Go pull that out, Ron. It's the gold one. It's a full leather suit,
Swiper.
dude.
Swiper, you go to costume parties in Atlanta. Literally.
Dressed as Rikishi.
You go to costume parties.
Well, like the masquerades.
No,
I got-
costume parties.
Yep, I got it right here. I sure have been to
See?
masquerade
All
parties.
right, look.
Shit.
Look.
Maybe he's Goldust.
Absolutely.
Rey Mysterio. Is
100%.
that Rey Mysterio? Okay.
100%.
No, that's not.
Mysterio.
But all right, y'all. We gonna jump back into these super chats. BLV Titan sent through $19.99 and said, since we are talking about prospects, who were the college/high school players that y'all were high on? Got drafted to a team that would have unlocked their potential, but that team traded them too early and they never reached their level or that level.
Like high school. Oh,
That's
Traded them?
an impossible question to
that's
answer.
really tough. Traded them?
It's Jabari Parker.
Jabari. Yeah, I
Jabari
was about to
Parker
say,
is the right answer.
Did
yeah.
he get?
Jabari?
He was
When
just
did he
too
get
hurt,
traded?
man.
Yeah, he didn't get traded though. I mean that.
Well, because he was too hurt. I understand. I understand the context. I'm just using Jabari.
kinda hard,
anyway,
yeah.
just showing some love.
Yeah, I love Jabari.
Yeah, like guys who we expected to be like really good and it didn't pan out. Like I can think of a bunch of those guys. But
Greg
guys who
Oden,
didn't
yeah.
pan out because they got traded. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough question. I'd have to sit and think about that.
I don't think Lonzo was gonna get hurt wherever he went. Like I don't think him being traded from LA is what did that, especially when like he was still good in New Orleans and then he was even better in Chicago. Like Lonzo was just figuring it out. It's just the injuries kept derailing everything.
I wonder if he meant something else by the super chat, but like it was just a typo.
Yeah,
Because like
that's a tough question.
seems like a very. odd
Dennis Smith Jr. off the top of the head, though, like obviously Luca came in and kind of expedited his departure, but like Dennis Smith was supposed to be one of them ones.
Yeah, but I didn't really see it. I saw it with Dennis in college, but in the NBA, I wasn't that high on what he did his rookie year, to be fair. Nah,
I thought
do
Dennis
think
was
him
for
staying
sure
in
gonna
Dallas
translate.
has been all right.
Didn't he say high school? That's crazy.
But yeah, I didn't like Dennis Smith's rookie year that much, and that was before Luca. And then obviously him and Luca weren't the greatest fit. So if you had to pick one, you're gonna pick one. But
Damn, Swiper, they already on you on Twitter. Swiper be making them pornos with those masks on. Damn, shouldn't have showed that. But all right, Thunder Up sent through $19.99 and said, what are some conference finals results that would have been interesting if the results changed? Mine is the Lakers lost to the Jazz in 98. We could have got MJ versus a young Kobe in the finals.
I don't think you wanted to see that.
I should don't do nothing for Kobe but give him another finals loss.
I would have liked to see Shaq, though, against them.
Yeah.
Because what, in 98, they still had Eddie and Nick Van Exel?
Mhm.
That would have been fire. I would have enjoyed seeing that. I think it would have been more competitive than, people would have gave him credit for.
I would have wanted to see the Bucks play the Lakers in 01. They still would have lost, but I would have wanted to see that. Because I think they were probably the best team in the conference, but it is what it is.
Now introducing.
The suspense is killing me. Yeah,
This could be moment of the year already.
Yo, what is going on? You can't stop laughing. You can't.
Yeah, we are deep in the off season.
I was gonna say to that
Early
super chat, the
August.
Wolves, if the Wolves beat the Lakers in 04,
Yo, this is ridiculous.
KG got a ring with the Wolves.
KG does not beat the Pistons. They lose, but at least he goes to the finals.
But come on,
They lose.
What's
They
your
lose quite
stage name,
badly, actually.
Swiper?
they
What's your
definitely would
stage name?
lose, but I just love KG. What
What's
is
your
going on?
stage name?
Swipe.
Is that like a Dragon Ball Z
Crazy.
poncho?
Yes.
You look like S. Kelly with that.
Stupid.
Swipe Mysterio. This Mysterio fit.
I like it.
Did you get your shots?
Now introducing the main event, brother.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. All right, the next super chat is from Worldwide Mace Television.
2K5. Oh yeah.
$9.99. My man said, Swiper, you remember NFL 2K5 with T.O. on the cover? That game was the best football game I ever played.
Facts.
They were
Fact.
about to get Madden up out of here. The game was also $19.99. The good times.
Facts.
No, that was a elite game. Randy Moss was the absolute cheat code on that game. So was Terrell Owens. Who was the running back in 04 that was going crazy? Was that
Westbrook? Westbrook.
Oh, Brian
Or,
Westbrook was cold.
Brian
Brian
Westbrook was cold.
That's
Was
facts.
I
Ricky-
still play that game.
was
There's
Ricky
a lot of
going crazy at that time?
emulators. That game
Ricky
is
Waters.
still
Oh, Ricky
incredible.
Waters. Yeah, he was good too. Corey Dillon.
Not Ricky Waters. Ricky Ricky Waters was before him from Miami.
Oh, Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah, Ricky Williams. Yeah, wasn't he going
Yeah, I
crazy around that
remember
time?
he was.
The
Lot,
GOAT.
yeah, LT2 was crazy at that point. Yep.
LT. Yeah, it was LT.
That is too good. He's trapped in the
Is
closet.
that R. Kelly?
Swiper.
damn.
Shout out S. Kelly, man.
Did you get your Fiesta?
But hey, NFL 2K5 was not the best game.
Yes, it was.
It was not. It was
The
not
best
better than
NFL
Blitz.
game.
It
Yes,
was
it
not
was.
better than Blitz, and it was not better than NFL Street.
Blitz was a terrible game. I did not like that.
Oh, you
I
guys
still,
are
I have,
so
I
overrated.
play Blitz actually.
Mine.
Still.
If you think Blitz
it
was
was
a
it was
terrible
cool, bro. But I ain't trying to do all the.
It's arcade. It's just an arcade game.
Blitz is the only video game I stayed up all night playing. Literally.
Blitz
all
is the
night
game
playing.
you play when you suck at all the other games.
What was the next one that came out? Was it NFL Street, Ron?
Yeah, NFL Street. That's what I was also saying too. And if it was an NFL Street and an NFL Street Volume 2. Those were both better.
NFL Street was fire. I'll give you that.
All right, same OG sent through $9.99 and said weight was a big issue with P5 this year. For some reason, he decided to get bigger for some reason and was well over 250 it clearly made him worse. Like he slimmed down
Looks
to his
like-
rookie weight.
I can't. What
Chill
going
is
on?
having
Yeah.
an aneurysm somewhere just listening to you read the super chat. Bro,
I hope Paolo figures
He's in
out.
Germany.
like he slimmed. Okay. All right.
Paolo.
I'm hopeful for Paolo.
Paolo's coming
Come on
for
now.
it. though.
I'm not hopeful at all, but I hope he figures it out.
Come on. Be hopeful.
I
man.
just the last time I saw the vision with Paolo was his first game in the league.
Gosh. That
Okay,
hurts.
that's hyperbolic because it's when he scored 50 against the Pacers.
I was
That's the
about to
last
say-
time I saw the vision. But
Did you like
it's
the vision
still-
this past
What about the
offseason
playoffs?
when
What
he had
about the
45
playoffs
or
this
something?
year, man? When against the Pistons.
I feel like I'm being gaslit about what Paolo did in the playoffs this year because he had two good
What?
games. Like, I'm sorry, I watched that series.
What do you mean gaslit? It's not
Like, people are
gaslit.
trying to tell me he was good in the playoffs.
He
I
was
watched
good in
the
that
game.
series.
No, he wasn't.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
nah,
was.
Paolo was
Yes,
cooking.
He was.
He
Here's
did
what
whatever
I'm
he
listening
did
was
what he
good in
needed.
he was good in game 5 and he was good in game 7.
I'm not listening.
He had like
to
a
this.
couple other games that were mid, and then he stunk in like another 2 games.
Game
He
7 was the
not
game where you needed to be
I-
good.
Like well, they still lost, but game 7 he was
Not his
really
fault.
good. Game 5 he was really good. That was the game where Kim and Cade went back and forth, and they lost that game too. But that was the game him and Cade went crazy. Cool, but in game 4 he stunk it up, and in game 6 he stunk it up, and then in the first 3 games of the series he was
He was cool.
like. I mean, saying is kind of being generous, but he was
Okay, but the roster construction sucks on that team. Let's just be real.
I'm not arguing that. I just don't like being gaslit about how well he played because he had 2 amazing games. There was 5 other games in the series, and for the 2 amazing games he had 2 very equal stinkers, and then the other 3 went. So that averages out to not good.
But he was also going up
Averages
against
out to
best
meh.
defense.
Are
in
those
the
heights not moving you
conference.
anymore, Mars?
No,
When it's
the highs where Paolo gets it going from 3 don't change my opinion of Paolo because I don't think he's that good of a jump shooter.
So are you all the way out on him?
I'm about as out as you can be. I think there's an avenue for Paolo to be successful.
It's not
And I
on the
still
Orlando.
It's not. I mean,
He needs
I
a
don't
point
think
guard,
they.
man.
I don't think they have a roster that lends itself to Paolo being maximized. So that doesn't help. But the avenue I see if
What is
Paolo
that
were to
roster,
pan
though?
out.
What is that roster? Because he had
He needs a
Desmond
point
Bane.
guard, man, badly.
Oh, in the NBA, like what team is it, or is it like if I could
Yeah,
build
if
an
you could- if you-
ideal
if you-
team?
No, like if you could plop him in place of any small forward in this league,
That's a good
what
question.
small forward is he replacing?
Well, he's a 4, not a 3.
Or
Yeah.
power
I'd
forward.
put him at power forward.
So like
Um,
hypothetically, Boston, him replacing Jason Tatum.
Oh
Does
no,
that
no, no,
No,
no.
no, no.
not optimal?
No,
Okay.
he needs to play next to Tatum.
Yeah.
What about Philly in
Charlotte
place
could
of
be good
LeBron?
for him. I think Charlotte could be a good spot for him. Take the
Okay.
Miles Bridges role.
Oh yeah.
Give him as much space as possible. When they had LaMelo, not current Charlotte. So like last year Charlotte, when they had LaMelo, Con, Brandon Miller, put Paolo in there
Good
next to me.
situation.
He'd be good on the T-Wolves, I feel like.
And by the way, no, I'm not in on Jalen Green. I just think he's the best player ever. But
What about
like,
Golden State in place of Jimmy Butler?
You know, I don't really like that for him personally.
Okay.
It's too much. It's too much quick decisions that I don't think Paolo has shown the ability to make.
Okay.
It really might just be Charlotte. That might just be the best case scenario.
What about Los Angeles?
The Lakers?
What about Indiana? In like a
I thought about Indiana.
yeah,
I ran into the same problem I had with the Warriors, where it's like it's a lot of quick decisions,
that's true. Yeah,
but
Low key, the
it also
Clippers
might be some of the
a
most
good-
simple decisions he's ever had to make.
Low key, the
So-
Clippers might be good because if you consider Keaton as a pull-up jump shooter, give you a lot of space. Derek Garland, a lot of space, and then Ben Mathurin downhill attack. Like that might be the ideal roster for him.
Him and Ingram is a bit clunky to me, but
He would.
do you
replace
think him and
Ingram
Scotty
in a
Barnes would be good, Pen?
oh, replacing Ingram. Okay.
No, Scotty couldn't get him some good looks.
No.
Scotty, you finally get the
If
number
Scotty
one
Barnes-
he's
if
always
Scotty
been
Barnes
looking
and
for.
Paolo
Please,
played on the
God,
same
just-
team, people would say Paolo's the best player on the team.
And he would be.
Ooh.
He
Facts.
absolutely wouldn't be, but that's what people would say.
Facts, Ron.
Are people those eye test merchants?
I don't know.
Those
I don't
that
think they'll be
just
watching
swear they
games.
can
I
see
can't. I
the
can't call it. I
ball,
can't call them eye test much
see
because I
the
don't think they'd be
game.
watching the games to come to that conclusion.
okay.
But I do think you'll see like the ball don't stop highlights on the timeline of Paolo when he scores 37 points and be like, oh, this is what Toronto needed. A real pure
Right.
bucket.
So
getter.
basically,
And,
Ingram last year. Right. Perfect.
Yeah, but Paolo has like that.
Ingram
physical
dropping
position
37?
that Ingram. I mean, Ingram had good games last year, but
But was he
if
putting up
Paolo
numbers
if
up?
Paolo leans into the physical advantages he has, is able to be that free throw magnet that I think he can be, while becoming anything but one of the worst 10 jump shooters in the league. I do think that's an avenue to be an impactful. While leaning, like he needs to be a better defender as well. Like with like the passing ability he's shown, that should be a nice combination to be a good offensive piece. It's just right now I just don't see him leveraging his best traits and tends to be leaning on his worst ones. Which
What
part
if
of that is situation, part of that I think is him. We'll see what he does this year.
If Toronto tried to trade for Paolo, like let's just say they hypothetically they don't get this Kawhi trade pulled through and they trade for Paolo, I'm moving. I'm leaving. Okay.
Come on, man.
What, Paolo?
Paolo's not that bad, man.
No.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
it'd
gonna
be a
lie.
big
Pen
coup
hating,
up there.
Pen hating too much.
Because
I'm
for
about
years,
to
all I
believe in
want
I think it'd be a great
Come on, man.
I want space and defense next to Scotty Barnes, and I get Paolo Banchero sucking up possession.
Well, tell
in the
Scotty Barnes to
exact
give
same spot.
space and defense for Paolo. That's what we're doing now.
Facts.
We're building around Paolo.
Facts.
Tell Scotty to learn to shoot.
No. He's a better.
So
he's
why
a better
Scotty
decision
can't learn to
maker.
shoot?
He's a better
Exactly.
decision maker. He's a better finisher. What are you doing?
Why can't
He's
Scotty
already
get
a better-
better,
he-
man?
Scotty Barnes is already a better mid-range shooter. How about that?
What?
He's already a better
Less
mid-range
volume.
shooter.
Who's a better scorer?
No,
in the
Pin,
offs?
Pin, you know, I can understand Pin thinking you're getting Kawhi, so really being upset about getting Paolo. But I do think all of you guys are a little too hard on Paolo and not taking into account the offense that Coach Mosley was running, not taking into account that Jalen Suggs can't hit the side of a barn. I mean, you're not taking into account a lot of issues that Paolo has been dealing with. Franz not being able to stay healthy.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not out
just
on Paolo.
lack of
Best player.
I
perimeter
think I
and all
see Sean
around.
Sweeney with
until-
the
Thank you, Damien. Thanks for still believing, Damien.
Yeah.
One of the
No, they got a new coach
worst
this year. It
offensive
should be
offensive.
different.
Who is that?
Sean Sweeney should run some good stuff this
No,
year.
that's
we'll
oh,
see.
that the one from San Antonio, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
From everything I knew about Sean Sweeney, he was a defensive minded guy.
Yeah, but I think
I don't know what his offensive stuff looks like.
I think they're gonna
Did
get
y'all,
him some
did y'all hear? My internet is fried.
We heard you.
We can
You're
hear you,
lagging.
but you're just choppy.
Yeah, I think Paolo's been in a bad offensive infrastructure, and I do think for a lot of people that's given them the. I don't want to say they're out, but it's easy to dismiss someone's flaws when they're not in an optimized situation because you can kind of hide behind that.
It's
But
obviously
I just
not.
think
a good
I think the flaws are the flaws, regardless of what offensive environment he's in. I just don't think his offensive environment helps it, but I don't think that changes the flaws.
Chill is confused by your getup, Swiper.
What? What happened?
with the flaws he has, he's
chill in the
asked
chat.
to do too
You
much.
want to
What
tell
the
him
fuck?
how you led us here, Pin?
I did not lead us here. I simply merely suggested that you might have a future in sumo wrestling, which you could then parlay into a future with the WWE because of your exceptional mic skills and honestly, your exceptional rage baiting abilities. I feel like you
I
would
thought it
be
was
the
because of his
ultimate
weight.
heel.
You said he was like a couple pounds away
He
from.
said 80
No,
pounds
he,
away
he
from
was
sumo
80
wrestling.
pounds away from sumo status. I mean, it's
Okay.
true.
I thought it looked like he was a part of, Dwayne Johnson's family tree. So I thought that's what it was. But
But he has, but as always, he has gone away from America and he has gone towards Rey Mysterio's family tree.
Well, this is the best outfit I have. It just happens to be a poncho, and I have a mask from
from a what?
that I
From
attended.
one of those.
masquerade
Oh,
party.
yeah. See, I told y'all. But all right, Kevin, and speaking of which, Paolo All-NBA season incoming. Y'all just prepare yourself for it. Brace yourself. But Kevin the Chosen sent through $9.99. He said, what's up, PC? Hope you guys doing good. And I got a question based on what Mars said about Embiid. That's
Michael Beasley.
Michael Beasley.
Yeah,
Michael
Beasley,
Beasley.
for sure. He's up
what
there.
play? I thought it was Marvin Bagley, but Michael Beasley. What players do you think get way better if they are drafted somewhere else? I personally think Cam Reddish. Who y'all
I
got?
actually think Marvin Bagley is a valid answer to that question of who's
Yeah.
better if they get drafted elsewhere. I was a huge Cam Reddish guy. I'm kind of out on like what could have been, to be honest.
Sure.
Like, I feel like the sample size of like he
Yeah.
wasn't even that good at Duke. Like even that optimism was based on what he did in high school, and it was like, oh well, Duke was the wrong situation, and then it was Atlanta. It was like, oh well, Atlanta's not great, and then he went to the playoffs in Atlanta, and he was like, oh look, Cam Reddish really good, and then it was like, not really, and then he goes to New York, and it's not really, and then he goes to the Blazers. I think he ends up in Portland, and it's oh okay, interesting signs of life, and then he goes to the Lakers. It's like oh, turning himself into a defensive guy, and it's like yeah, just not really. It's like everywhere he's went, it's been not really. Like it kind of just is what it is at this point. He's like damn near 27, I think. Like it just wasn't gonna happen for Cam Reddish, I don't think. Despite what I think is very apparent talent. Like I'm not denying talent, but players who I think could have been better if they got drafted elsewhere. Michael Beasley is like obviously number one for that, in my opinion. But
Andrea Bargnani.
Add
I
Darius
think
Aiken
Marvin-
up to that.
I think Marvin Bagley.
you're already
They said they're bringing in a veteran point guard for Darius Aiken. I was just like, well, who's that going to be? It's going to be Russ. I don't know what it's going to be.
They said Oladipo or Russ, right?
Yeah, I guess Malik Monk's on the roster still.
I think
Yeah,
Marvin Bagley, to be honest.
I
to that
think
question.
Andrea Bargnani was so talented, but because he played next to Chris Bosh, he was forced to be more of the 5 in that
No,
situation. When I think like anyone who watched him in Benetton Treviso would say he was clearly a
Your
forward.
internet's cooked, Docs.
Yeah, I'll say Darko Milicic because
Honestly, I respect
You know.
it, but like, no. I think that was just raw athletic potential projected forward too much, because he had temper issues, he had emotional balance issues, and I mean, like, shout outs to my countrymen, but like, Hima Farm was just not a good environment for him. Like he had developmental holes. Like he could shoot a little bit, he had good touch, he had crazy shot blocking instincts, he was very athletic, but when he got to the NBA, like it just felt like, for whatever reason, like it just did not work. You could say it's culture shock, you could say it's Larry Brown, but it's not like other young players didn't thrive in Detroit. They did. Mehmet Okur was fine, right? Like he was a young player who came into that situation. Tayshaun Prince was fine. He came into that situation, so why not him?
I'd say Adam Morrison going to Charlotte. I think if he would have got an opportunity somewhere else where he could have like
Where?
actually.
I think him
Anywhere
tearing
else.
his ACL cooked him more than Charlotte. I
But
think it's
again,
just
like,
he
these
got
are the
hurt.
things-
But he- well,
Adam
that too,
Morrison
but
didn't shower, bro. Adam
Well,
Morrison didn't.
but
I mean, I
Charlotte-
don't think
teammates.
showering is going to determine how good you can be at basketball. I'm not
Of
sure.
course it
dude.
is.
The amount of
Do you
people
think
that went to
James Wiseman-
Charlotte that got drafted to Charlotte that just
James Wiseman was cooked.
Stop
by everybody,
showering?
in my opinion. But I think the
agree.
Warriors was the worst place. for
Yeah, I
him.
agree.
don't-
Agree.
I don't
I
think
feel
James
like
Wiseman was
not
gonna do
showering is the
anything
meta,
about it.
bro.
So at the time, what I was hearing was Adam Morrison was obsessed with video games. Like I don't know how true. This
No,
is,
he's
but that's what I
he's a
heard.
pinball guy. Apparently, he's really obsessed with pinball.
This is now
Pinball?
or
No,
back then?
yeah, he was a pin. No, it's just real.
Now.
Like now and then.
One problem at a time.
Imagine sitting around playing pinball all day.
I mean,
Pinball is cool, but like,
Well, have you heard him? He has a little like interview on YouTube that's available post career.
Yeah, he's like a color commentator for the Zags.
okay.
Like, and he has like his own YouTube channel and all that. He talks about it.
okay, pinball fascination. All right.
I just from watching him, like how he moved, it did not look like that was an NBA player.
I don't know what bro. He was
Adam
No,
Morrison
I
just
get
in
it.
this
Adam
in this
Morrison-
NBA.
He just didn't have enough athleticism to lose. So tearing your ACL when you're already like
Yeah, I agree.
percentile athlete
That just
kinda
that destroyed him.
Yeah. That was
So
tough.
that's what I think kind of did. I don't know. I don't think he ever would have been what he was in college, like obviously, but
No.
I don't think he was going to be as bad as he was if it wasn't. Because like even before he tore it, like he was figuring things out somewhat, and then he tore his ACL and everything just kind of went where it went. So that's
He wasn't the worst white boy picked at that era in the top 5. I can tell you that much.
Who was?
whatever his
You're
name
gonna
is.
say
Yeah,
Nicholas
Skidishvili. Yeah, he was the
Yeah,
worst.
there you go.
Skidishvili was fire, bro.
Terrible.
All right, the Jonathan Frazier sent through $4.99 and said these were the same Braun and KD convos before the 24 Olympics, and Braun was clearly better during that run. Braun literally won MVP of the tournament.
Well, I don't
KD
care
let-
about accolades.
KD led him.
But yeah, Braun was really good in the Olympics.
KD let him.
Yeah,
He did let him.
he said, "Here, you know
my
what, Bron,
God,
this might be your
Yeah,
last.
I'm
This
not- I'm not
this
right-
might be
I'm
your
not
last
running
time.
away with
Let me.
that, yeah.
Remember,
Yeah,
KD
but
came
that-
off the bench anyway.
But
because
KD,
he
but
was
lets
hurt.
people shine.
KD came in hurt. Like he missed like some of the preliminary game. Like he
Yep.
came in hurt, and then he had that like crazy game against Serbia, I think.
First game. Yeah.
Yeah, and like KD was good, but Braun was like the leader of like everything that was going on. Like Braun was really good.
Yep.
Steph was really good the last 2 games, and then KD was like more of a consistent presence, just doing whatever. Because I said it before the Olympics happened, like KD could walk into the Olympics. I said 15, but I didn't know no one on the team was going to average 15. But like KD just existing was like, in my opinion, it's like, oh yeah, that's 15. Just like he could just be out there for 24 minutes, and he's just going to find his way into 15 points off doing nothing but transition, catch and shoot jumpers, one dribble pull-ups. Like that's what KD does. And then he basically did that. It was like,
Well, remember he had Serbia had a chance to get a game time bucket on the other end. And KD made the most insane turnaround jumper with like 30 seconds left in the game. It was just like, yeah, they were all on. Embiid had a good fourth quarter for once in a meaningful game. LeBron was great. Steph was great. KD was elite.
Steph was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was
Devin
really good
Booker
team,
as
but
well was the unsung.
Devin
hero.
Booker
Yeah.
was
was
I think
D'ing up.
He earned a lot
He
of
was,
my
he
respect.
was really D'ing up.
He earned a lot of my respect, Devin Booker, in that run, man. Because it was actually
that was a
love
good
Devin
time. That was a
Anthony,
good time for the Devin Booker's the best 2 guard in the league.
Anthony Edwards was supposed to
That
start.
didn't last very
Those
long.
years
though,
have come
man.
and gone.
Yeah. Shout out to Devin
How long
Booker.
until Dylan Harper's the best combo guard in the league?
Probably next year, I'd say.
I mean, I don't know if he ever will be, but
People are going to call him that next year. What do you mean?
He's not going to be better than Ant.
That's how it is.
I need to see Dylan Harper. I need
He's
to see
not going to be.
Dylan Harper. I need to see Dylan Harper make real strides as a playmaker before I start putting him in the talks. You guys better to put him in.
I just said he's going to be a top
He
5
might not
MVP
ever really
candidate at
become
some
a
point.
playmaker. He might just be a bucket getter.
I'm not. Yeah, I agree. That's possible. But
He
like I
Really wasn't.
like combo guard. Like for me, like Dylan Harper ain't showing me enough point guard stuff to
I
call him
agree.
a point guard. But
I agree.
I agree.
But Ant has.
I ain't saying nothing about Ant.
So who
I
are
just
the,
said
so who are the combo
Cade is
guards?
more of a combo guard than
But
Dylan
you don't
Harper.
think you don't think Ant is a combo guard?
Ant's a 2 guard.
He's kind of forced to be last year, but
I think
Last-
Anthony Edwards is a shooting guard.
yeah,
Anthony Edwards
he's a
this season
2. He's a 2.
will be a true 2. He'll be a true 2 this year coming.
I think
Yeah.
combo guard Devin Booker to me is a combo guard. Anthony Edwards is a shooting guard.
I think
Is Shea a combo guard?
Mitchell,
I think
Shea is a combo guard.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell is a combo guard who sucks. Devin Booker is a combo
the
guard.
position
Like
the
those are
position-
combo guards.
I think the position is a misnomer. Like I think, as I said before, there's point guards and then there's guards. Like to me, a guard is Lou Williams, Donovan.
What's
Mitchell.
Reggie Miller?
He is a guard,
That's
What's
just a shooting
DeJounte
guard.
Murray?
but he's actually a guard wing, like a wingish guard. Like there's guards that lean more wing, and then there's guards who lean more guard.
What's Joe Johnson?
Wing
That's a guard wing.
How about DeJounte Murray?
That's a
combo
guard.
guards.
Combo guard.
That's a
no.
guard.
He's a combo guard to me, yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
get
right,
what you're
Dre-
saying.
W. Dejounte, by the way.
Facts. Dre Knows Balls sent through $5 and said, I'm debating with the homie. Whose finals performance was more vital to their team winning? Pau Gasol or Kyrie Irving? Kyrie 41 down
Kyrie,
3
it's not
runs.
even close.
Sheesh.
Kyrie.
Not even close. Kyrie.
Shout out to Paul Gasol in 2010, by the way. I think he was a really, really good.
He was amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
I'll play Kevin
Kyrie.
Garnett. Let's give it a moment.
All right. Shout out to Amari Poe. Amari Poe became a YouTube member. And then Amari sent through a super chat, $5, and said, I like Canada for gold with a lineup of Shea, Murray, Brooks, and Edie, and Wiggins or RJ Barrett. We got the best guard play in the whole thing. Now, fellas, I know some of these guys aren't playing, but if they wrote out this team, would they win gold?
It gets
No,
absolutely
but I
mopped.
think they'd be really good because I really
don't want
think,
Lou Dort,
I think Zach Edey is a really good player.
I do too.
I agree as well.
So,
Zach's great.
Yeah, they're losing pretty
It's
comfortably.
way better than a day.
oh,
It's a good
it's
team,
bad
though.
news.
It's a good team on paper.
If Zach Edey's healthy, he might be the second best Canadian player in the NBA.
No, he's not.
So Murray, Edie.
Wiggs.
I actually got Zach Edey.
He better than Wiggins?
Zach was so good in college, dude.
At worst, he'd be third.
I got him
better than
too.
Andrew Wiggins. Is
Yeah,
it
he's
Nimhard from
He's better
Canada?
than Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
He better than Lou
Yes.
Dort?
Shouts.
Yes.
Yes.
Shouts.
I think a healthy Zach Edey is Shea
Yeah.
is obviously number one.
Shit,
You
yeah.
can have Jamal Murray. Cool. Congratulations.
Nah.
Zach Edey's the next best. in my
Sleeping
opinion.
He better than
Nikhil,
RJ?
bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'll take a Nimhard, but shout out to him though.
All right, the Jonathan Frazier sent through $4.99 and said, my predictions for 2028 Olympics. Bigs, Bam, Chet, Jalen Duran. Guards, Hallie Brunson, Cade, Book. Wings, JT. Has Cade on here twice. JT, Cade, Coop, J-Dub, KD.
That goes to my point about versatility. Kato versatile. He a guard and a one.
It's a good
Yeah,
team.
I'm going to continue to stand on Klingon. by 2028.
You really like Klingon, huh?
I really
yeah,
like
he
Klingon.
does really like. I really like Klingon coming in, but I've got.
He got. I lost a lot of respect for him after that playoffs. Like,
Do you
was
think
bad.
Klingon will be better
I
than
don't
Edie?
think it was up to Klingon to be out there shooting 12 threes a game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that was his decision. I hope it wasn't.
You really like what? Why would they
Taking
want?
threes? all
But
the
no,
way
I
back
don't.
in
I
UConn,
don't think
though.
Klingon's better than Edie. I think Edie is clearly better than Klingon, like substantially. But
I don't like Klingon. He's too slow.
Yeah,
I like Klingon.
not really
I think
a fan.
Klingon's got to work. His biggest thing that he got to work on. He's got to work on his endurance.
He's
Like, he
so
can't
slow,
play-
dude.
He can't play more than like.
I don't think
25
Klingon will
minutes.
ever be
neither one
like
of
a
them play a
great
lot,
three-point
though.
shooter either, to be honest.
Well, Edie
When he
can't
gets
stay
tired-
healthy. That's the problem. Well, that's been the problem thus far. But Klingon can't play 25 minutes.
When he's
I don't-
tired, he's so bad.
It's definitely shape, but like it's weird too because in the regular season, they did that to him too. So I don't know. It's just they do that with Robert Williams and him for some reason, and then Yang is just sitting there, Mars's guy.
Oh yeah, number 6 in the redraft. Hell yeah, my guy. Hell yeah.
How many
All
more
right,
years? He's
Do
okay.
you think
Edie is
Klingon's
faster
better
than
than Kessler?
Klingon by a substantial margin.
Do you think Klingon's better than Kessler, Swiper?
I think he can be, but I think Kessler's really good. Right, he had a really good year 3, and then obviously had to start to this year in 5 games. I think Klingon has higher upside though. I think he'll be a better defender because right now Kessler's a rim protector, but I think Klingon legitimately because of his size and length and his strength. I think that rebounding plus the rim protection plus his stuff he can do and drop feasibly could one day become like truly elite.
Right.
Klingon's best skill right now is the offensive rebounder, which is really valuable. And I think it's cool that he's still able to get offensive rebounds despite hanging around the 3-point line as much as he does. So
Yeah, I mean, I've literally have seen Jokic who does a great job at boxing and tapping, and Klingon is this much bigger than him. Like when when their arms go up in the air, and he just like
Grabbing it, yeah.
Klingon's huge.
Mad Max Sports sent through $4.99 and said, if you never seen Gerald Wallace in high school, please go watch. Best player I ever seen. Jermichael Green was also a beast. Also, respect Bama hoops.
Facts. Gerald
I'm
Wallace
not
is
gonna
nice.
pretend I've seen Gerald Wallace in high school.
really good player.
All right. Nemo Get To It sent through $4.99 and said, how about Hallie, Ant, K, Tatum, Bam? How we like this lineup?
Kate at the
Hallie, Ant, K?
In that lineup, I
bad.
would go with Devin Booker before I go with Cade.
Yeah.
Cade and Hallie kind of
Need some shooting there. Yeah.
You have
done.
shooting, though.
Cade and Hallie kind of redundant.
All right. Shout out to Emmett Day. Emmett Day sent through 99 cents, but thank you, Emmett. OG Team sent through $5 and said, y'all getting 2K27? Plus, do y'all agree with the ratings 2K has posted up on X? They gave a list of the top 10 in perimeter defense, handle, speed, 3-point shooting.
No,
The
am
mid-range
getting it.
ratings are out now too. But no, I disagree with the perimeter defense one, especially the Derek White placement and the fact that Jaylen Brown was somehow top 10. The mid-range one has Jokic's mid-range above Kevin Durant.
could it include
Which is
short
insane.
mid range? They
I
did
don't
it
care
last
what
year,
it
too.
includes. No, because they have a stat called close shot, which is what that's meant to be.
No, that's not the same thing.
That's exactly what that is
No,
supposed
it's
to
not.
be.
It's
a
not the same
close
thing.
shot.
It's not the
That's
same
exactly what it is. It is
Where's the
by
list at?
fact
2K on
okay.
2K dropped it.
Yeah, they have Shea at 1, Jokic, Kyrie, and Trey Johnson all have a 98, but Kevin Durant has a 97. So I mean, I guess Damian
Trey
Lillard somehow has a
Johnson.
95 mid range. So shout out to Dame. I guess cool. Congratulations.
Brandon Ingram 96.
That's insane.
That's wild.
Yeah, 2K are
the
bad
best
when it
mid-range
comes to the
scorer.
ratings, but thankfully for me, I don't play now, so this doesn't really affect me that much. But these ratings don't make no sense. But for the first time, they didn't have Kevin Durant top 10 as a ball handler. It's like the first time in like 10 years, so they finally got that one right. I don't know how they've been giving KD a 92 ball handle for a decade. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they seen how he was
I
coughing that
do
rock.
I do miss
Shit,
I
guarantee they did. They saw them 9 turnovers. Like, yeah, we can't do this again.
I do miss like the
Finally.
more unfiltered. It's between live and 2K 2005. I remember turning on a game and seeing like my prized rookie was like a 58 overall. Now that prized rookie was Rafael Arujo, so very well deserved. But in today's NBA, like you'd be a 73, immediately.
Yeah.
Always a top 10 pick. Oh, 73. No, I miss having like guys. So
100% agree.
50, 52, because I think it just makes the gap more prominent. You know what I mean? Like,
Also, it makes like when you're playing franchise mode, the progression's a lot more satisfying.
When if
Like,
they start
when
giving people
he went from
actually
58 all the way to 62.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
great.
number,
Fantastic.
because the max is 99, but 2K don't let your attributes go below 25. So like that's the issue. If they actually gave someone a 1 in an attribute, that would help. But they don't. And they won't even give out 25s. They'll be out, Amen Thompson, 62 3-pointer. Like,
Come
yeah,
on.
I guess. Yeah, of course everything's gonna be messed up when you're giving those guys. Asar Thompson should have a 2 for 3-pointer.
Or at
Then
least
if
like
he
a
has
20.
that, then we could actually get the grade somewhat valid. But we
But
don't
it's all
because
these
you stop at
badges,
25
bro.
and
It's
no
all
one
these
and badges make things agree.
Yeah, the badges
that's the
that
thing.
ruined everything.
I've had my issue with badges for a long time, but that's a unpopular opinion because people on 2K they love themselves some badges. So it is what it is.
All right, the Jonathan Frazier sent through another $4.99. Shout out Jonathan Frazier, tapped in, engaging in conversations via Super Chats. He said, can we talk about the women's roster too? 2026 USA World Cup roster just dropped, and it's nasty. France's team is nice too. USA running away again, though. Did you guys see the women's roster?
Bear with me. Pulling it up.
All right. I got it up right now.
Oh, okay. If you can read it, if you want.
Aaliyah Boston, Paige Buckets, Caitlin Clark, Nafisa Collier, Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, Ryan Howard, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson,
That's
Jackie
insane.
Young.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Miles, right?
the women's game is
no
at
Olivia.
the point where Team USA win by 750 points every game. So
It's just kind of like that with women's sports in general.
yeah, but I mean, women's basketball hasn't got to the same point where the men's game is in terms of the global popularity. So
Yeah,
like,
that's
Team USA are gonna have the monopoly on that for a while. It's gonna be a while before we see.
France is like the only country that's going to be able to.
It's gonna take.
Who's the best international women's player? Is that Williams?
Gabby?
Gabby Williams?
No, Dominique
Dominique?
Malanga. I would
Malanga,
say
that's right. Malanga. Yeah.
Gabby's
on the time.
Gabby is good, but
Gabby Williams was born in the U.S. though. No, like does she like?
she plays for France though.
Yeah, but Joel Embiid
Yeah.
plays for Team USA.
True.
Who's the best
I
international
mean,
women's
I
player
don't
ever?
I don't know how that all works out, but
That's a good
Is that an
question.
Australian?
You know who it is. Yep.
Lauren Jackson,
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren Jackson, yeah.
legend.
Shout out to her.
I miss
All right,
Lauren Jackson.
Thunder Up said, where does Carmelo rank all time if he gets drafted number 2? And how many championships does he have?
They would have won more than one. That's for damn sure. They would have beat that Spurs team in 2005, whenever that dumb series was, because I went to 7. They didn't have another score outside of Chauncey. And then they would have gotten over that nonsense that they said, oh, we didn't need Carmelo Anthony because they were on that, you got to get get in line rookie nonsense. Melo would have walked on that team and been Melo. And then he would have played in an actual defensive scheme with defensive players. He wouldn't have been asked under, guess who, Mars? Pop quiz. Who was the Nuggets coach when he got drafted? Jeff
George
Buzelic.
Karl? Oh no.
No, Jeff Buzelic.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then they were
yeah.
like, and then you got George Karl the next year, and George is like, literally, bro, we just need you to score. Don't worry about it. We'll get Kenyon and everybody else to do that stuff. And then he took him to the playoffs rookie year. Yeah, Melo would have been an absolute gauntlet with Detroit.
Yeah, but imagine you guys got Darko.
I would have been fine with that. You know why?
Really?
Because I didn't want Darko. I wanted Wade after that. I wanted LeBron. I wanted Melo. I wanted Wade. I'd have been fine with any of them.
You would have taken Wade over Bosch.
Yes. At
You would have
Marquette?
been the only person in the world.
No,
that
I
would
wouldn't
have
have been the
done
only
that.
person because he went one spot
The
right after
Miami
that. I'm
Heat
good.
wouldn't have even done that.
I'm good with it. I don't want Chris Bosh.
Okay. You would have been wrong.
You would
One of
have
us knows
Darko
ball.
though.
You would become
He was
right,
right
but you
there.
would have been wrong as hell at the time.
That's fine. No, D-Wade was like that. Just like Detroit, they took Darko off a workout. Like, I'm
That's
good.
not true. That's
I
not
don't.
true.
We've had
That's
this
not true.
discussion
That's not
before.
true.
I don't
That's not
care.
true.
I don't
That's
care.
not
I
true.
don't care. Darko wasn't like that.
You're wrong.
Respect to Darko. I don't care. I don't care.
Took him
I
off
would.
the
I
workout.
when he
Talking
got
about
drafted,
Darko
I
Milicic
knew
like
he
he's
was going to
fucking
be a
like
bust.
Yijian Liang.
I
You're-
knew
you're-
he was going to be a bust. He was garbage. I don't care if he's
You
Serbian or
didn't
not.
know
He
shit.
Whoa,
was
respect
garbage.
Darko, man.
Respect
He would
your
know.
new
He
country.
was garbage. Respect to Darko. He's a very nice person.
First of
But
all,
he
no-
was. I don't
Is
want to hear.
he?
it. I don't want to.
Is he?
I don't. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
He
I
might
don't wanna
not
hear it.
be.
He's Serbian, cool.
What
He
club, what club
sucked.
did he play for?
He was
What club did he
terrible.
play
I
for?
don't care. You know, the same way I was watching the same way everybody else was. I don't want Darko. I'm good. I don't want no Darko on my team.
It was a shock that he got.
That
drafted.
just
Shock.
sounds racist. I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie.
a
I
shock
don't know.
that-
Darko
No.
on my team,
It
that
kind
just
of was.
No, I
though,
just didn't
man.
want Darko. I'm good.
Yo, that's crazy.
Maybe we just weren't tapped into Darko.
That must have
I
been
don't
one
know.
hell of a workout, man.
Yeah,
Say
I'm
that.
good.
It wasn't a
Yeah.
workout.
Penn's done this before. He went on.
No,
he
this
showed
is-
us the
this is-
rankings and all that stuff. We know.
There's
Good.
no
Good
way-
for
Show
him.
you. Mars looked it up. And
No,
he-
good.
and
No,
he
you
proved
good.
it.
Yeah, good. Great. Good.
Okay.
Good. No, I'm good.
All right. Trey Rain sent through $9.99 and said, how likely is it that Cat lands in Utah? And what would that team look like? Also, Triple J is included in the trade.
Figured Jaren Jackson would have to be in the trade.
Why would you?
I don't know.
Why?
Because of the report that the Knicks aren't going to offer Cat the max. So I guess
Oh.
you trade him. I guess I don't know.
Would you guys give him the max?
No,
Yeah.
but I don't think
You think Danny Ainge
Jaren
would give him the
Jackson.
max?
Not Jaren Jackson. Cat and Lowry in the front court is interesting.
They getting him up, though.
Get him
Know
up.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, offensively, that's interesting. I'll just say that. Very interesting. And Cat offers more like playmaking and dynamism offensively. I wouldn't mind Cat in Utah, to be honest. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, well,
I don't think Cat wants to be in
Let's
Utah.
not make
but
Cat
I
go
wouldn't
through
mind.
that. By the way,
Yeah,
if
I'm not saying
If
I'm
you would have
afraid, I'm just
drafted
saying if
Chris
it happened, I
Kaman
wouldn't.
in the draft in 2003, you would have been way better off than with Darko. Way
Respect
better
Chris
off.
Kaman one time
Caveman.
with
The
Nick
caveman.
Collison out of Kansas would have been better.
Kaman was
than
The
Darko.
caveman.
Facts.
Yeah,
Shout out
was
Collison.
Chris Kaman was mid.
He was good. Compared to Darko, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he was
He
decent.
was
I mean,
solid.
yeah, for
He
sure.
was
Chris
solid.
Kaman
He
was,
was
Chris
solid
Kaman
role
was
player.
mid. Chris
Solid.
Kaman is another one of them bigs that, luckily for him, we were still in that era where
Slow.
if you were 7 feet tall, you needed post touches. So no
And
matter
just,
how
and
good
just,
you were
just for
offensively, he
context,
was
so
gonna
people
make your touches.
understand
Shout out to
where
Chris
we
Kaman.
were. I didn't even
Shout out
like
Spencer
Dirk
Hawes.
He wasn't terrible.
at 12 years old. Like I
was
just wasn't a
cool.
fan
Chris
of those
Kaman was
players.
cool.
Like I didn't even know a lot of Dirk wasn't even Dirk yet to me. So like, do you think I want Darko Milicic over Carmelo Anthony, who was at Oak Hill in Syracuse? Not
You're
even a
crazy.
question.
Like, no. I don't. That's crazy.
All right. MTHJ 301 said Jamaica's team, possibly Brunson. Brunson on Jamaica? All right, possibly
Yeah.
Brunson, AJ, Thompson's, Scotty, Devin Vassell, Champagne's, Richards, Beef Stew, Norman, Josh Minot.
Yeah, if everyone eligible played for Jamaica, they could have a decent team.
That'd be
But they
decent.
weren't, so they weren't.
That'd be awesome.
And Jalen Brunson show
I mean,
Mark what's up.
shit, Nick
I feel like those
Richards was on
jerseys
your
would be
roster.
sick.
I feel like I'm Cowboy Bob today. I didn't defend Jalen Brunson from Mars.
Hoop Realm became a YouTube member. Shout out to Hoop Realm. The next super chat I got is from Hoop Realm. Hoop Realm sent through $4.99 and said, if KD is playing in 2028 and producing what he is currently, he's 100% starting. LOL. He's the greatest Olympic player ever, easily.
He's the greatest American Olympic player.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
I could see a world where he might start and then come off and then just play 5 minutes to come off, maybe.
All
I
right,
think
shout out to
America's
Emmett.
good at basketball.
Shout out to Emmett
Top 10
Day.
all time.
Emmett,
Top 5.
top 20.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Hayden.
I got him.
Definitely top
8.
20. Yeah. But shout out to Emmett Day. Emmett Day became a YouTube member. And Big Za OOJJK, the GOAT Anime, sent through $4.99 and said, please go watch Nas Reed High School Mixtape. It's some of the craziest hoops I ever seen.
He was in Jelly Fam for a reason. He was out there 6'10", looking like a god. Like Nasri was crazy.
Wasn't he like? Didn't he have like a crazy growth spurt like later in life? I think that's why he like had the handles he's got, kind of like Anthony Davis style.
It would make sense. Nasrid was really good, man. It's just he had weight issues, so he ain't got drafted.
Yeah, he was big.
But he was really good.
A lot of these
He was
guys
good at
are good
LSU
high school
too.
tapes, man.
I like Nas Reed.
Dude, did he
Nasrid,
play?
I think I'm like 88% sure Nasrid only went undrafted because of his weight problems.
Yeah.
Like he was.
Dude, did you
really
play
good.
in college?
No, not in college.
All right, OG team sent through $5 and said, "How did y'all feel about Knicks KP? I remember the Eric battles. I remember the epic battles with young Jokic and Giannis. I thought he was gonna be on their level today."
Yeah, he was the unicorn at the
Yeah.
time, and then the it went like this: went Jokic and KP, Jokic and Cat, and then it went Jokic and Giannis and Embiid, and then blah blah blah. Like there was a level system to it. Jaleel Okafor was the first one actually, Mars, and then KP was obviously like a part of that. KP was amazing. I
Those
still remember he got
signature
drafted.
putback dunks in New York was something, man.
Porzingis was really good.
And he
Like,
still is.
really,
Really
He
really
still is. Yeah, he still is good, man. I like him.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Porzingis has been a really good player. It's just injuries. But
If
Porzingis
he's healthy with
injuries.
Yaxel too this year, bro, like in Draymond, they're gonna be a problem.
I think Porzingis was good when he played for Atlanta this year. It's just he could only play once every like 3 weeks. Like, it's just, I don't.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he's
It's
got-
been he's been
very
having a rough go
talented,
of
man.
it because
He might be one
Porzingis
of the
is
most
healthy,
annoying
he's really good.
big shooters ever because he's like a system breaker. Because even when you correctly X out to him, he's so tall and he shoots from so far back that he can still ruin your defensive coverage.
I've never seen a big with his range. Never.
Yeah.
And
no.
he
he's
still
not-
drills it. Like they're not even like,
Like
got
he's,
the
Even
he's
in
not
the
the
greatest
best,
space, too.
he's not the best shooting big like overall jump shots. He's not the best 3-point shooting one. You can say that's Cat.
Possible
But
to
his
contest.
range, like I've never seen a big shoot as comfortably from 30 feet as Kristaps Porzingis. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he be letting those go. All right, Big Zod 00JJK, the GOAT anime, sent through another $4.99 and said DMV hoops and football got some of the most dogs of all time. A lot of them couldn't stay out of the streets or get right in the classroom, and that was their downfall.
Oh, I believe
That's a lot
that.
of people's downfall when it
I
comes to
believe that.
sports. You know, just
I absolutely believe that.
life gets to a lot of people, man. Like
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing in Denver. We had a bunch of athletes that never made it up.
I think that's what it is everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, bro.
Like,
It is, yeah.
like, it's-
Nah,
there's
just
always gonna
Denver.
be people.
Only Denver.
I mean, Ron, you didn't have anything in your way, so what? Now what?
Hey.
We'll have these
I mean, he had to
I-
live
I-
in Seattle. He was.
I
in
had
the West
I had the
Coast.
thing
on,
that you
man.
couldn't
Come
get
on,
in my
man.
way. All right. The one thing you couldn't get was in my way.
which is
Women.
I didn't say women.
That was important.
All right, so I got another super chat from Bob. Bob sent through $4.99 and said, "Which elite guys got the worst IQ? As a Harden fan, God, D Mitch development all went down low versus up high."
What?
As a Harden fan, God, D Mitch development all went down low.
You have
versus
to
up
read
high.
that again.
Oh man.
As a Harden fan, God, D Mitch development all went down low versus up high. Shout out Paul George as well.
That's intellectual.
well, the number one is Wilt Chamberlain, and I'm just continue to stand on this. I've said this multiple times. I just think Wilt was there's a reason why he struggled as much as he did in certain settings. But yeah, Harden's one of them too.
Didn't Chill say he was a good passer?
Jill said he's
I
similar level
mean-
passer as Jokic.
Yeah, that's right.
When,
I mean, a
but-
lot of people
Okay,
would
yeah,
put
that was
Rusty
insane.
as-
But Wilt Chamberlain was a very good passer. There's not a skill on the basketball free throw shooting outside of that Wilt Chamberlain wasn't good at. It was just about him leveraging the skills he had and using them. That was the issue. But the skill itself, he was good. He was a
Yeah,
good
when he was
passer.
playing
He was
versus
just-
the Minneapolis Mets,
Right.
he was a great scorer. And
He
then when
was
he
just
played
playing
versus
a
the
different
Boston
game.
Celtics, it was
He was a
different
great
scorer.
scorer. He was a great scorer regard. Like
Yeah, he was.
him,
Yeah.
him dropping against Boston doesn't change that he was still the best
No,
scorer.
he was a
on
great
the court
scorer.
when
Yeah, he
was
was.
there.
No, I'm not even. It is
Like,
what it is.
Yeah,
I
Wilt
think
was a
also
great
left-
scorer.
a lot of people
for-
put Westbrook
left
here.
people for
How are we
dead to
going
go
to
get
Wilt
up, get something
Chamberlain?
to
Paolo
swallow.
Banchero is right there.
But why would Paolo be in this conversation?
Yeah, it was
As a
superstars. Right?
low IQ basketball.
He's
player?
not that
It
low
says,
IQ.
it says superstars. Though. It says superstars.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Russ
You
is
just
definitely
wanted to hate
there.
on
at
Paolo.
times.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Russ
actually
is-
don't think Russ's IQ is that low, but
It's
Well,
not.
his
It's
decision
definitely
making-
not.
Well,
That's-
I want to be very
that's
clear about this.
inflated.
Russell has some
Russ
of
is-
the worst decision making I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in the last
it
15
definitely
years.
is. Come on.
Yeah,
It's a conversation.
I agree. I disagree.
100%.
Turnovers,
Turnovers,
And bad
fouls,
shots.
shots. Yeah, I've seen
No
it all.
off
Like,
button.
yeah, all of it.
everybody shoots bad shots.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not the
no,
same.
no,
though.
that foul at the end of
The Thunder Timberwolves
Jokic
game, yeah.
masterclass, yeah.
Take
Swipe
the-
hasn't forgiven
The
him. Swipe
layup,
hasn't
he
forgiven
missed
him.
the layup.
He
and
missed
then
the layup,
on
and
the
then he
other
fouled
end,
him.
that layup didn't have anything to do
0.1
with
seconds left.
IQ though.
That it did. Don't shoot the layup. Get fouled and go to the free throw line. What are you
There was,
talking
yeah,
about?
there
Run
was,
the clock
there
out.
was a play. There was a play he had in LA where he ends up shooting like a pull-up three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
late
and
game
they're up like
situation.
two-
He was
Yeah.
going for like a 2-for-1 or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
Like he has like moments that are inexplicable.
And then, matter of fact,
but like
if you go
on average, I don't think his.
No,
IQ
but
is
go
that
back and
high.
all right, just
He
quick
makes
pack mark up real
threes.
quick. Go back and not for real, but Pat, go watch those series. There's series. I can't remember which one it was, but him and Kevin Durant ended the game. Westbrook shot all the shots towards the end of the game because he just felt like. And again, now Katie was getting coverage. You know, Katie's doing that. You got it, bro. Offense thing he does, especially when he was younger. And Russ was just throwing them up.
It's kind of
Horrible
like what he
shots.
did to LeBron in the Olympics.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's just it's Russ. It's not a bad. It's just he is who he is. He is who he is. Steph Curry had one of the worst moments
Russ,
I've ever
bro.
seen. I'd say that much.
Not behind the back.
What about-
That
no,
behind
what
the
about
back pass
De'Aaron
was
Fox?
the worst
De'Aaron
thing
Fox.
I've ever seen.
De'Aaron
Left-handed
Fox
Mars.
last-
Yeah, I don't know what that. It's hard for me to say a point guard superstar has some of the lowest IQ ever. Like it's
What
gonna
about
be a
Howard?
wing or
Fox
a big.
isn't a
What about
superstar.
It's
Dwight
gonna
Howard?
be a wing or a big.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight
Dwight
versus
was
Russell Westbrook.
Dwight
Dwight-
was bad. Dwight used to lead the league in goaltends every
Superstar.
year. Like it was bad. He had major fouling issues. He seemed to think he was a better offensive player than he was. Dwight is a very good answer in my opinion. He's a very good answer.
Who's the inverse of Ron? Who's they're too smart for their own good?
Rondo. Rondo.
Rondo's a
shoots
good
up.
answer.
Scott-
Chris
That's a
Paul.
good-
Chris
Scotty
Paul.
Barnes.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
My guy Rondo, man.
Like
They're too smart for their own
anytime
good?
a player has is routinely clashing with coaches because of like intellectual stuff, like that's probably the answer for the player.
LeBron?
So, Rondo, Chris Paul.
Rondo.
LeBron, yep, when he was younger,
LeBron,
especially.
kind of, yeah.
Yep, when he was younger.
Yeah, like those would be the people I'd say.
All right, Brian Cook sent through $5 and
this
said,
the Brian
"Swiper."
Cook?
Yeah, shout out Brian
Yep.
Cook, New Orleans Saints.
Brian Cook says, "Swiper, how much more efficient did SGA have to be a better scorer than Joker last year? I'm just trying to understand what scoring is to you."
Be more.
You don't
efficient
think
than Joker.
Shea's a better scorer than Jokic?
No, we've had this discussion. Playoffs included.
course
No,
not.
no, I think Joker's been Joker. But yeah, regular season, I think Shea was fine last year. Cool, but I think especially the version with Joker we got after the
Wasn't
injury.
Shea better in the playoffs too?
This year, well, that's what I'm saying. That was Jokic's worst scoring series he's had since the Sun series. So I think that's what I'm saying. Like last year, I think was like the year for Joker. Well, last half of the season plus the playoff series. But he's never done that before. You know, so I'm saying like, no, I'm still taking Jokic, especially over the decade, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it was based on the decade. Okay, cool.
I mean, based on even the last 5 years, like 4 years, I think it's been Jokic.
What about the last 5 months?
That's basically the decade. But yeah.
Oh, sorry, not 5 years. Even three playoff runs. I think it's including the talent and stuff. Yeah, I'm still taking.
So 24,
Joker.
25, 26.
Mm-hmm. Joker scored well for the most part, except for the 3 ball, obviously. In the well, I'm saying, but Shea didn't score the
24,
3.
25.
Shea didn't score his 3 well either in the last 2 playoffs. So I'm saying it's both.
Yeah,
of them
it's just funny. I
you
guess.
can't discount one for no 3 ball, and then one is a guard with no 3 ball, and it's like,
I mean,
It is
yeah,
what
I
it is.
think it's relevant that neither one can make threes consistent.
yeah, he shot 60% from 2 though. So I mean, it's, some level is like, woo, get in there and get your job done.
Yeah, and it gets a higher mid range than Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
Facts.
All right, Brody McLean sent through $5 and said, "Are the Nuggets cooked? They just picked up their backup plan for Peyton Watson, Lonnie Walker."
No, he's actually just on a training
not.
camp deal. Just now, so he's not even guaranteed to make the roster. They have 2 open roster spots still. So shout out to Lonnie. I hope he makes the team though. He's good enough to be in the NBA.
He's not a Watson replacement either. But yeah.
Nope.
All right, a piece of sunshine sent through $5 and said, "Any thoughts on Paige Bucket's recent struggles since the All-Star break? And thoughts on the World Cup roster. Pin,
I saw Ron tweet about this
So
too.
we just found Ron's burner.
pin.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I
so I-
actually for the last
see
5
a lot
days,
of Ron's
for the
tweets.
last 5 days, I have not watched a single WNBA game. I have not been.
No,
watching
now conveniently.
I haven't watched the game since the Lynx.
It
Fever
just
game.
feels so inevitable at this point that the Lynx are gonna win, whatever they're gonna win. Like that team is too good. No one's beating them.
Ron, who do you have beating them?
Who's
I
gonna
got the
beat 'em?
Fever. Got the
Oh,
best player in the WNBA.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The best backcourt
yeah.
in the WNBA and the second best big, well, third best big, but second best big in the NBA. Well,
They are
center,
they are
center.
the best. They are the best backcourt though. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
for sure.
Aren't the Aces supposed to be the best team in the league?
Yeah.
No, it's the Lynx by
Yeah,
far,
it's the Lynx.
by a significant amount.
But I mean, the-
Aces just
well,
have
they
the best
are the
player
best.
in
Just
the
have
NBA.
the
Yeah.
best player.
Yeah, you also saying you got
Yeah,
Aces.
the
Aces
Aces
have the
are
best
player.
player.
Yeah. Okay.
Come playoff time though, the Aces they're one of the favorites just because.
I mean, you don't want to see the Aces, but the Lynx, like this team is ridiculous.
They just have too much firepower.
What a time in Minnesota, man.
But yeah, Pin, I'll see you soon. And to that super chat, no, nobody wants to talk about her recent struggles. So I don't know what to say to you. Smoke Rich Biggs sent through a members chat and said, Ron, Team USA going younger has never worked. Bad.
2004. They went young, but then Larry
Team
didn't play them.
USA have lost in the Olympics since they've had their NBA team once. Like,
Yeah.
They just you need the right mix of coaching though, and the right mix of talent as well. Like so, it's not just a given.
And even that team could have won.
Yeah, they just didn't play their best.
good one,
players.
yeah, but shout out to leadership.
They're playing
Tim
Richard Jefferson and Vin
Yeah,
Baker.
Tim Duncan, just to blame for
over-
that one.
Yeah, LeBron and Melo.
I see people blame LeBron for the 04 team. more
LeBron
than
hardly
Tim
played, and
Melo.
Melo.
Yeah, no, Melo too. They just were sitting on the bench.
There's just one player who every failure just doesn't come back to him.
Who was supposed to be elite at that time.
Oh,
Just
man.
makes no sense to me.
And Melo
You know,
threw that bronze medal into the river, and people were like, "How dare you?" That's American standard, apparently.
Tristan sent through a super chat or a members chat and said, Mars, what's the best 2K game wise and vibe wise?
vibe. I mean, I think games is going to be so heavily based on nostalgia. It's just what you had the most fun playing, and most of the time that's going to be when you were younger and you enjoyed video games more. So for me, 2K16 is my favorite 2K. But
a good one.
The luxury I have of me having all of the games, I own all of them. If you
dope.
go back and play these old games, you realize how bad they are compared to what we have now. Like, regardless of the fact that, yeah, I preferred 16 for what it made me feel compared to like 2K26. Mechanically, 2K26 is a lot more free in my opinion. But also, I'm playing 2K16 after patch 6 because you can't get back to pre-patch 6, so I can't speed boost. So, a little bit of a skewed analysis, I guess. But yeah, 16 is my favorite.
I still remember 2K10 and 9 because of the Kobe Pau Gasol two-man game. Kobe did not miss mid-range.
2K11 is my favorite.
Any 2K that didn't have right stick dribbling, I just can't get into it after the fact. It's just weird. Everything's with the left stick. That just doesn't feel right. So 2K13 is like the only one I can go back and play. And 2K13 sucks, but their soundtrack was amazing.
Yeah.
Uh,
11 is. Yeah.
All right, speaking of Kobe, Andrew Johnson sent through a members chat and said, which result changes the player's legacy if the results were switched? Bron winning in 2011 finals or Kobe winning the 2008 finals?
Bron and 11.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Bron in 2011 is just what he was supposed
Yeah.
to do. I don't think that changes in like Kobe three-peating twice.
Oh,
Would've
yeah.
been crazy.
That does a majorly different thing compared to Bron losing 2011 the way he did is what damages his legacy. If Bron were to win it, it wouldn't have bolstered it as much. I know it's a three-peat for him as well. It's 11, 12, and 13. But it's also with like by far and away the most talented team in the NBA. Whereas Kobe didn't have by far and away the
But
most talented team.
the 11 thing is just like nobody holds that over Kobe. 04, by the way, where he was bad. But like nobody holds the 08 thing against him for real because that was obviously an elite team they played against.
Yeah.
He also didn't shoot well in that series. But I think some of this is like with the Bron thing, he was so bad And he was so ghost. He went literally with
And their
ghost. in
team-
Yeah,
that
but if
series.
they win,
And he
with
was on a
people
super team.
playing that
He was on a
bad,
super
because
team.
Well, I know. I'm
Correct,
I guess
correct me if
we're-
I'm wrong. The super chat doesn't say if Bron would have. It said if they won, right?
Well, I think that's in the
Yeah,
inference
if
though.
they-
without saying he
But
would
they
have to
could
play
have won.
better.
They could have won the series with Bron playing as bad as he did.
Yeah.
If they win that way, that doesn't actually help Bron that much.
But Kobe would also have to play better also to win in 08. So I think it would be both of them.
Pau Gasol could have just not been getting punked. But yeah, Kobe would have had to have played better too. But Kobe,
Sure.
Miami could have won with Bron playing as bad as he did, in my opinion. So
All right, we got one final members chat from Bob Solo. Shout out to Cowboy Bob. You probably can get the gist of what he's going to talk about. Cowboy Bob said, El Swiper Adore from the Noche Libra. Laughing my ass off. Yo, this is where y'all need to be because this is the home of the 2026 champions, New York Knicks. Go, New York, go.
Jalen Brunson is still underrated on this platform. What I learned today.
All right, fellas. Well, it's been fun. It's been real. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Shout out to Penn. Shout out to Damien. Shout out to Mars. Shout out to Swiper. And shout out to my man Duke Did It.
Yes, sir.
We
Good
out.
to see you, Dick.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, indeed, Damien.
All right, peace. Man.
Peace.
My man Duke Diddy.